one who was buried comes up from the grave. One once was human, but a full moon makes him a slave. Siblings infernal by blood or by spell. Formaldehyde and Wolf Tummy presents Drag Us to Hell.
Welcome to Drag Us to Hell, the podcast for all the weirdos and queerdos. I am your host, the dumb blonde with the big tits, Melba. And I am here with Franco and
Don't call me that
Jason.
anymore.
Hey, wow, I woke up
My
and
name
you
is
said
Cock
big tits, so
Aldernate.
sorry. I was like, wait, this is false advertising. What's up,
And
guys?
It's been a minute.
It has been a hot minute since we have been
That's
here.
me. That's my fault.
Honestly, though,
Yeah, we were all
we had
doing
good
shit.
reasons. We all had good reasons.
Yeah, Sales From The Darkside happened.
Yeah, I was about to say we could talk about that for a little bit. We had a great Sales From The Darkside, a really fun
That was a good one.
Valentine's
Fun
event.
event.
It
Yeah.
was a great time. I had an amazing time.
Awesome
actually.
turnout, great cosplay contest,
Yes.
good weather. I mean, everything worked out.
It was-
What was weird? That was weird. Why did everything work out?
It was perfect. I know. We were all like,
It was really nice.
we
in
were
there,
bathing like in the it was perfect weather, and I was in full like latex and everything, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is some nice weather out we're having.
Yeah.
It felt great. The environment, I don't know, the energy just felt a lot different too.
It was
for
good.
some reason. It just felt, I don't know, it felt amazing.
It was
I
a
had
good
great
party,
time.
man. It was
Yeah.
it was a good party. It all worked out, and yeah, it was fun, man. Good times.
Yeah.
So we took a week or so off. 'Cause I
We
went
did.
I went to Vegas
We-
after that. So
Yeah,
sorry
we
about that.
were all tired after the weekend anyway, so it was best that we didn't, because I was
Yeah.
dead. I had blisters and everything on my forehead.
Oh,
still
shit,
from my,
really?
from my
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
wig. I still have it, but I was like, oh my god, this is the first time it's ever happened to me ever in drag. For some reason, the wig I was wearing was like so tight on my head that at like one point I told Franco, I was like, I could feel my head throbbing.
Oh,
like
shit.
it was really like with my heartbeat. I was like, holy shit, this wig is tight. And then I like took it off and I got home and I had like blisters along my
Oh.
hairline. I'm like, oh no.
Drag
but you know
hurts.
what?
Drag her.
Drag.
That's right. Beauty is pain.
Beauty is pain. Yeah, but you know what? It was well worth it.
You look great. You look good, man.
Yeah.
Everybody loved you there. Everybody was, I mean, you were.
Yes.
I saw everybody. You lined up for pictures left and right.
I was about to say, I think this is the most I've had people walk up and ask for photos. 'Cause
Yeah.
I
A lot of
think
little
I'm
kids,
still-
too.
A lot.
Yeah.
I was still, I'm still getting people tagging me from the
That's
event.
awesome.
And it's been what, like now, like
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
yeah.
2
It's
weeks.
it's insane. But I love it. I love the environment. I love meeting new people. I
Yeah.
love just meeting all these little horror nerds and
and
weirdos.
we announced our big con we're doing in
Big one.
August. Yeah.
Yes, I am so
gonna be
excited.
fucking-
The Gathering of the
Yeah.
Ghouls, man. 3 days.
Yes.
It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. Late August, and we're doing it like a big convention center, Mesa Convention
Big
Center.
convention
Yeah.
center.
So
I've been there a few times. It's amazing.
It's
I
really
love it, and it'll be good air conditioning in there.
Yes,
too.
good
they
AC.
Have great
Yeah.
AC there.
we
My favorite.
We've kind of braved the summer in these events here with
Yeah.
the shitty AC. And,
Oh, yeah.
and like you suffer the worst because you're in full drag.
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
damn, man.
I remember the first one I ever went to. That was the time when we had the backup.
Oh,
that
yeah.
big fan, and that one still broke.
Yeah.
And I'm here, and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm gonna die. I didn't even think by the end of the day I had makeup on my face anymore because I'd probably sweat it all
Yep.
off.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
You know
bad.
what? Again, with the energy and all that,
Yeah.
it completely erases all the suffering. In
I
my
agree.
opinion, I still have a great time. And me and Franco, we just talk shit and look at all the
Yeah.
all the straight dads.
You know, one thing that I do regret about this last event, I thought I was gonna be able to get naked at some point.
Yeah,
But I
unfortunately
didn't.
not.
What happened?
And
Yeah.
you know what? And
I don't
especially during
know.
the
It's
season
like-
of love.
Yeah, of
and-
all
and-
times.
Oh, it was Valentine's Day.
It
Yeah.
was, yeah. So
I didn't
was
do
like,
it.
How,
I was worried about Franco. What the hell?
I know.
I don't know. I'm
I know.
slipping.
Oh,
So, should we do like a brief? I don't even want to talk about Drag Race anymore. It's
No,
over.
you know what? Honestly, I'm
I don't
over
even care.
Drag Race and all that.
Anything anything interesting happened in the gay world this week?
No, I don't know. At least not for me. I haven't. No. Not
No.
really. Nothing big on my part, at least in the gay.
nothing's happening in the straight world either, so don't feel
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, there's
Yeah,
like the
you
AI
know what?
thing. There's like gay eye.
Oh,
I guess that's a thing.
what is gay eye?
I'm just kidding. It's
Oh, I was like, holy
it's the
shit.
gay version of the AI
The
that's
gay
taking
version
over
of
the
the-
world.
No, there has been though. Have you seen all these like photos
Yeah.
and stuff that are coming out with making these people look amazing
Mm-hmm.
with all
Oh,
these
you
like
talking about the-
selfies and stuff?
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, damn, you guys wish you guys looked like
And
that.
And what is that? Like that chat AI shit?
yeah.
that's just scary.
Skynet, right? It's like
Yeah,
Skynet,
basically
yeah.
Skynet.
It's
man.
like I want to be
I'm
free.
mad, I'm mad that
Shall
this
we
shit
play a
didn't
game
exist during all my finals in high school because I was typing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because I put in. I was watching a podcast and I was another podcast, and this guy put in that he wanted a college speech, like graduation speech for the clown school or whatever, and this fucking AI did an amazing fucking speech for a clown school graduation.
Clown college.
Yeah, clown college graduation. And I was like, holy fuck, I wish this thing was like around when I was in school and I had to do like a fucking speech because I was like,
I'm surprised that nobody's thought. That's not even a word. That's why this thing
that's
exists.
why this thing exists. Yeah,
Nobody's thought. Like, is this a step too far? I mean, it clearly is.
No,
over the edge.
Well, okay,
we'll all be eradicated within 100 years.
Guaranteed.
My first thing when I saw that this happened, and then like after watching that like example, my immediate thought got real scared to like how this is going to work in politics.
Yep.
And like how like every like person like George Santos and stuff like who like completely like faked their who like completely faked their whole resume and stuff and got into was it Congress or whatever and like got into all these
he's
things.
Still lying.
He's
lies
still
on
lying.
Top of lies.
Really?
And it's like it's like he's that type of person that would use this and get into Congress and then get really high up and it's like that scares me with because the way how like politics are right now and everything, we're already in a shithole and it's scary. But then now we're gonna add that something could make our speeches for us.
I feel like
what?
And I feel like this also is like I don't remember Animatrix when the AI first created the two that looked like a male and a female, and they were like, hey, they came in peace, and then humans were like, fuck you, and we smashed them. So then they were like, fuck that, and they created like something that's closer to nature, which is like insect-like. And then the robot went to like the UN again, and it was like, surrender your flesh, a new world awaits. And it was like, we demand it, and then it just like blew everybody up like a nuclear bomb. Like this AI is going to be like, these humans are obsolete. They're weak.
They're weak.
They can't even like everything else in nature is born and can like survive on its own. Relatively quickly, or at the very least run with the herd. Like
we're the ones fucking up this earth in the first place, like that. So like eliminate us, and you got the perfect world,
the natural,
the natural world, like everything.
So maybe the AI is going to be like, this is some fuckery. Like,
it scares me.
Maybe this is why like Elon's trying to get to Mars really quick.
Elon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Maybe all his different kids,
or even Bezos and all these guys. The real rich guys are just like
they're trying to figure out how to live in space.
Get the fuck out. Yeah, because it's getting ready to happen.
Well,
these guys know.
Did you guys see in Mars they found they believe they found the first sign of worms there, which is good because that's a life. And they said they were dead, and they said, but it was due to the rover that they had. It was in their
ran it over.
It was in their,
something that they had to take.
We've already
them?
killed something there at Mars.
So
of course we did.
So they were. That's what they're. So they're debating. Some people are saying that this was something that was already there on the rover because it was on the wheels.
Yeah.
Or but NASA is saying that like this was for sure. Like they did not bring this there.
Yeah.
They brought it back. So like that's pretty.
The thing about that is that if that ends up being one of the things is with mathematics and in physics,
right.
If it is proven that there is life on Mars, then that means that mathematically life is all over the universe.
Right.
Because the statistical probability that two planets in one solar system would both have life would shatter the mathematical equation that life is rare.
Right.
Because it would be, I could see if they're like, well, we find this other planet like fucking Avatar or something.
Right.
And there's life over there. Even, like across this expanse, we could never reach it. They could never reach us, but we have detected some form of life. That would still kind of be in the realm of like, okay, well, it fits into the equation.
Sure.
But if two planets in one solar system both have life, that means that life is everywhere.
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Boy, would you go? Would you like? Hey, you got a ticket out of here? Would you take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would live on the moon alone. If I could.
Damn. No, I wouldn't. I don't think I would.
You stick around?
I would stay here and just because I'm too
Humanity
curious.
Is trash.
But I'm too curious. Like once they do get up there, I'm curious what happens down here. So I'm more of like I want to see where this
Everything
goes.
will get cleaner.
If
everybody goes away, the
That's
world
true.
will be
It
cleaner.
might be better like with less people. So I'm like send all the assholes over there, and we're gonna conquer this place.
I'm at the age, right? Because I'm fucking old, right? So I'm at the where I'm like, you know what? I only got probably 20 years left. Why not? Let's go. I'll fucking go. Yeah. I did most of my life here on this fucking rock. So let's go see what I want. And who knows? Maybe I can. I'll be like a conqueror or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you never know.
Like a Mad Mad Max situation. I'd be cool with that, you know. So, but I don't know. Who knows? Fucking, it's scary because, like I said, there's reasons we're really pushing hard to get the fuck off this earth.
Yeah,
and then now the AI shit, I'm like, oh boy.
It's funny because, like, you know, it's very similar to just evolution with this technology. So it came to us first with the. It's fascinating that first it fucked us up with mental health, made everybody all depressed and anxious, right? With the smartphone. Then it gave very recently. It came up. The AI is the next step in the evolution was all of these fucking like art simulations. And all this art, and people were like, you know, fuck AI and it's bad, but it made people feel good about themselves because they get to look at a version of themselves, and it's all about me. It's like palm reading, me, right? That's why that still lives. Sorry about that.
Tommy's dropping fucking liquid death all over the place.
But and then now it's like, okay, that's cute. You feel good about yourself, right? Because I'm about to do this shit, take over everything. And just trust me, you'll be fine.
No, fuck it. We're all doomed. I'm
nervous.
Yeah, I'm not at all. I'm glad to live to see it.
Yeah, bring it. Whatever,
I'm nervous,
man.
but I'm ready to like experience it. In my opinion,
we got all types of weird shit happening these days. We got fucking World War III probably going to kick off. I mean, you know, we got all types of crazy shit. China and Russia hates us, so I mean, all right, fuck it. And then so it's the next 10 years is going to be sporty.
It's gonna be a wild ride.
Yeah. It is.
Hopefully we'll still have this podcast. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So while we're on the positive note,
Oh, side note though. Also, happy birthday to Jason.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
happy
You brought me
birthday.
cookies. You got
I
cookies
brought you
here.
cookies.
So if you guys hear me chopping on some stuff,
we're gonna be munching.
Yeah,
I'm very hungry. I'm snack hungry, and and I had to hide it from everybody before we.
Excuse me, I'm gonna use my shirt to sop this up.
Oh no, keep going, guys. Tommy just throws his drink
drink,
everywhere.
sorry.
I got napkins. Hold on.
Thank you.
I'm the engineer. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Well, we'll roll into what this episode is about.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So we wanted to do. Well, we've been talking about this a while, and me and Franco, like at the last Sales From The Darkside, we were talking about this a lot while we were just standing around, about the fascination and kind of like all the deleted scenes and alternate endings that we know of. And this is by no means all of them.
We could never
These
do
are
them
just
all.
some of our personal favorites and ones that I thought were the most crazy. I have more of like, I have a few of like the alternate endings, and then, I have a bunch about like deleted scenes because that's my favorite thing. I love going into a movie and then after looking up what scenes have been deleted from.
I'm really interested in this because I'm not a big deleted scene guy, right? I'm like, I just whatever's out there I watch, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to learn some stuff today.
Yeah. Well, this is a cool idea. This is a cool concept to me at least, and I think why I'm so fascinated with it is because some of these, especially in some of these movies, it really changes the movie up. And it almost makes it two different entities when I look at it. Or just like recently, we were just talking about this before we started, but like the Megan movie. I haven't seen it yet, but there's like a whole 30 extra minutes of that movie.
I gotta see
and
that.
It's supposed to be really brutal.
Right.
Compared to like what I saw was like this fun campy movie. Now that they're saying this is like there was actually some pretty brutal scenes in the movie, which will really change my opinion about how like why they deleted it, why did they keep it, kind of thing. I don't know. I really like that, especially like movies like Hereditary. When I found out like Hereditary was supposed to be like a 3-hour movie instead of like the almost what I think it was like close to 2 hours or something like that.
You know what I miss, or not miss, but I don't know. When I had a cold after the Sales From Darkside, someone got me right. And I'm sitting there going through the Netflix world, right? And it's not like it's new because this was 2020, 2021, but it's like on Netflix you have choose your own adventure movies.
Yeah,
have you seen those?
I have. I haven't watched them yet.
Fuck,
but yeah,
yeah. It was like I'm like, what do you mean? It's like interactive. And I'm like, oh shit! So you can choose your own which way the movie's going to go. I'm like, oh fuck! I mean, so that's
that. I saw a bunch of those start to happen during. I know Netflix started those during like the pandemic.
Yeah. That's when I saw 2020.
And I know there's what is that that show Black Mirrors. Black Mirrors did a spin-off episode of a choose your own adventure kind of thing. Really cool. That was the only one that I did during the pandemic, but then I saw that like I know Shudder was thinking about doing it. I know that there's supposed to be like a Goosebumps, a new Goosebumps series that's supposed to be like choose your own adventure, which is cool because that's how I got introduced to choose your own adventure was from the books. So I'm excited to see who takes upon that and how they kind of do. But I like that like mix between like almost video game
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like that. I think that's pretty cool. But
They could if they start rolling down the horror path of that a lot. I'd be
hell,
down.
so many cool. Could you imagine like that, but like the Blair Witch Project?
That's what I'm saying.
That'd
Yeah.
be so fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
because like they recently did the Blair Witch game, which was pretty cool.
Was
'Cause
it? I
It
didn't see
was.
it.
Yeah, it was really cool because the thing about the game was there actually isn't a lot of gameplay that you do.
Right.
A lot of it is like cut
Cinematic.
scenes,
Story stuff,
a bunch of things, and like really go into the lore and stuff of it. And I was like, this would make such a cool fucking movie,
Yeah.
but with the whole choose your own adventure
Right.
style and stuff like that. Even if it was just like a company like Shudder to do
Yeah.
it, that would be so fucking cool. I would love to see something like that.
They need to get on it. Let's go.
They do.
Yeah,
They
right.
do.
We only
Make
got
that
10
money.
years where AIs want to take over. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna just talk about some of our favorites. Do you want to go first, or do you?
Yeah, I'll start with
Okay.
the one. So, a lot of people. I mean, so in our world, whenever I say our world,
Our world.
Death Becomes Her is a fucking iconic movie, right?
Yes, and you were talking to me about this.
Yeah.
And I
So there's
was
a
completely gobsmacked because
Yeah.
I did not know that this actually existed.
Yeah.
And this is one of my favorite movies.
So the in Death Becomes Her, you've seen that movie, no?
I have,
So it's
yeah.
like, so there's the two. There's Madeline Ashton and there's
Right.
Helen Sharp. Is her last name?
Sharp,
Yep.
yeah.
And then there's Ernest.
Ernest Menville.
Ernest Menville. But there was a third woman that
Oh.
was they filmed and they had cut her out of the movie, which was
What?
Tracy
This
Ullman.
shocks me.
She's the one that ends up. She had a whole character. They cut her from the movie, but she was the one that ended up with her
Ernest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
So
when,
there's
when
all
they
these
find out that he
deleted-
had, what was it, like 8 kids or something like that?
yeah, that was
Who
her.
did she piss off?
Well, I don't know.
You get totally cut out of that movie?
Yeah.
What?
And if you look up online, there's so a lot of the scenes. I think there was like 3 scenes that were online. I think they got those scrubbed. There is the scene that was from the trailer where they're standing and she's like, Ernest is dead now, and then Tracy Ullman is jumping up and down with her hands, and then Helen is like, everybody is dead.
Yeah.
But there were scenes she was like a bartender.
Yeah.
There was this whole fucking other part.
Ugh.
And then also the
Which
ending,
makes sense because
Yeah.
it also goes into the lore of him being like a complete drunk and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But then like it, and then the ending of him being like, and he found his love. They empathize about his lovely wife, their 8 kids, how they
Yeah.
traveled the world and stuff. And I
Well,
was like,
they also they had that scene too, which was online, which wasn't the funeral. It was Madeline and Helen together at a ski lodge looking amazing. They were not all torn up.
Yeah.
And they're talking, and it was just like a downer because they're like kind of like longing for death.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful and they look
Right.
young. And they look over and they see Ernest down there with
Like
his
growing
kids,
old, yeah.
old with Tracy Ullman.
Yeah.
that would have been such an amazing
And-
because like that the
yeah.
movie is so good and campy, but I think the thing that often gets like overlooked in that movie is that like how cursed they actually are in the
Yeah.
end.
Right.
Because not only are they with each other forever, which they're like frenemies in
Yeah.
a way, but then they're also going against the world, never growing like
Yeah.
old and or not necessarily old, but like they're never going to understand what death is. They're never going
Yeah.
to understand true happiness and what it is like to create your own
Mm-hmm.
family, your own memories and stuff. They all just got each other in eternal pain
Yep.
and suffering. And so that's just insane to me that they would cut
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I said, a whole different movie.
Yeah,
at that
whole
point.
different ending, whole different movie.
How's it feel as an actress, though? You're just like, oh, fuck.
That was-
I got
I think that happens to a lot
I
of
mean,
people, though.
I don't.
yeah.
Me personally, I wouldn't care because I'm assuming that actress got paid.
Oh, it's
for
Tracy
it.
Ullman. She's a fucking.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, The Simpsons.
Well,
that
that's
started
what-
on
that's
my
true.
show.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking. I mean, she's not like she's a nobody, right?
No,
Like,
yeah,
like,
she's
no.
Tracy fucking Ullman.
You know, we talked
Yeah.
about like Linnea Quigley. She got cut out of like Tourist Trap. I'm like,
Yeah.
no one gives
Yeah.
a shit, right?
Yeah.
You're a mannequin, you know.
Yeah.
I get that shit, but that sounds like a big role that she just
A big
kind of.
role, yeah.
You got the chop. I wonder at what point they're like, hey, we gotta talk to you real quick. Thanks for coming, but just not.
I wonder if it just probably they thought it was too complicated.
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
they obviously screen it. You know,
Oh,
they
good point.
screen
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
test
Yeah.
these movies,
Yeah.
and then they obviously ask people like, "What part did you like? What part did you not like?"
It was
What
the
did you-"
comedic part,
and
the
they,
fun banter.
you know, and
Yeah.
and that's what happens.
I mean, and in all reality, the two people you care about is Madeline and Helen.
Yeah.
You're not caring about the side bitch. I don't
Yeah.
even really care about Ernest that much. I'm caring about like
Their
these two.
dynamic,
Yeah,
yeah.
and their frenemy energy and stuff like that, where they're just fucking
Yeah.
bantering. They're knocking each other out with shovels, shotguns, and stuff like that. Like that's those are the parts that are getting the claps in the theater and stuff like that. Something about like a relationship between Ernest, it's like,
yeah.
Like, I mean, in our opinion, we love the movie, so
That's
that would have been
straight shit.
great.
We didn't want
yeah,
that.
it's straight shit. We're looking at these gay icons, you know? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Now. But
So that was a
that. I mean, that like, when you told me that blew my mind because that, like I said, one of my favorite movies. That just changes
crazy.
that whole fucking atmosphere, in my opinion. But okay, so I will go next, and I actually have two of the franchise that I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to talk about Scream 2 specifically. Now, this isn't really about an ending. This is about an alternate scene that was cut out of the movie, which really kind of bums me out because this Scream 2, great movie, pretty serious movie compared to like Scream, let's say like Scream 3, which is pretty goofy,
Right.
and Scream 4, which is pretty like, I don't know, more campier than anything. But so in this was kind of going back to a few episodes when I was talking about Cece Cooper. One of my favorite characters, Sarah Michelle Gellar, amazing. She was the it girl of this time. She had just got done with what was this? She hadn't done Buffy yet. I know that.
It was Buffy was still coming.
Yeah, I think she had just done.
Cruel.
Yeah,
Cruel Intentions.
Yeah. Cruel Intentions. Okay, yeah. So this scene goes to her death scene, which basically what we know from is that she gets stalked by Ghostface,
Right.
gets stabbed in the back, and then thrown off the balcony. Pretty easy, pretty brutal. I mean, compared to everybody else's, I think her and Randy's had the pretty brutal deaths in that movie. But hers was actually supposed to be way more brutal.
Really?
So this was supposed to go along, I don't know if you guys really remember, but like how they were going along the lines where the killer was doing a copycat of the first. So it was going with like Maureen Evans, stuff, Steve, whatever. They were basing the students off of the kills in the first movie. Well, Cece's was actually supposed to reflect Drew Barrymore's death, where in the scene, Ghostface kills her, but it's an off-screen kill. We see them stabbing her, but it ends. It cuts back to them at the frat house, and then the two girls saying there's something going on Omega Beta Zeta, come quick and stuff. And basically it was a distraction so that Sydney would be left in the fraternity house where she was. She answers the phone and stuff like that. It's not Ghostface. It's just blank. Like nobody's there. Well, she ends up hearing something in the backyard where it was like bushes rustling. So she goes out there, doesn't see anybody, but sees a shadow on like the right of her. Well, then so she ends up going around the house because she thinks it's Ghostface. Obviously, super scared and stuff. Hasn't been face to face with Ghostface yet. She goes around the house, and all of a sudden, she sees the shadow kind of approaching more towards her on the side of this house, and she turns around, and it's supposed to be Cece Cooper's body hanging from the roof, completely gutted. We see, and it's supposed to be like a close shot of Sarah Michelle Gellar, like fully mangled, hanging and stuff, and then she screams, and that's when Dewey is supposed to appear outside, and that's kind of like how that scene goes. That's pretty brutal, and that's a pretty big scene. And
I would have liked to seen that.
I would have loved to have seen that because Cece Cooper's death is pretty rad and stuff like that, and it's pretty brutal. But like, could you imagine like that scene being played out? I mean, that's insane. But I think initially they cut it because I think the whole copycat thing was getting pretty mixed around. Because we find out in the one scene when Gales and them are talking about like all the copycats. That's the only time we hear from it, and then it's never heard from again in the movie. So I think it just got too complicated and they cut it.
So you think that was a test audience fucking cut, or you think that was like the producers?
Well, they said the producers. It didn't even get to screening. There's not even like it's not even. It's scrubbed. Like you cannot find anything of this scene and stuff like that.
Really?
I know that somewhere in a vault.
Yeah. So, and I guess they hadn't even done full close-up shots and stuff of Cece Cooper's body. It was like pretty sparse of what they had already filmed. But they did film that like she sees the body, Sydney screams, she backs up, and then Dewey's behind her and stuff like that when we think it's Ghostface. But I don't know.
Cool.
That would have been such a cool scene.
Yeah, they need to bring that out.
Yeah, I would have loved that because I mean, everybody thought like Cece's supposed to be the new like Drew. I mean, because she's the big name superstar movie actress who gets killed off pretty early in the film. I think that would have just been so cool to see something like that. So
I haven't heard either of these. This is crazy.
yeah. This one I just actually heard recently. Especially there's this. I'm going to give credit to the YouTube account that I actually found. It's Behind the Mask. He does like a bunch of things for Scream and stuff like that, and he does a lot of like these deleted scenes or like what was supposed to be the storyline. So I got that from him. I thought it was pretty interesting. When
Which
we were talking about this.
6 is coming out in like if you're depends when you listen to this, but in our real time it's like 2 weeks, I believe.
Yes,
right?
yes. I think it's like 12 days or something like that.
That's
soon.
crazy.
So I'm very excited.
I'm pumped for it too. I'm excited and
excited.
See, hopefully I'm crossing my fingers on this one. Who's the killer?
Yes.
Who you think?
I think the detective.
Yeah?
I think the detective. I think so. I think it's going to either be her or him, or I think Kirby.
Dewey. I'm telling you right now.
You think Dewey?
Dewey's back.
Dewey's back.
We saw him die, or did we? All right, I'm just saying.
That would
right?
be dope if he was.
But and they said in Scream 5 there was a deleted another deleted. This isn't on my list, but there was a deleted Scream 5 where he actually didn't die. Dewey. So
just throwing it out there,
and they filmed it. So they had all plans on putting that out. So I mean,
I'm thinking he went through all the trauma, it's fucked up his brain, and now he's just like, fuck it.
Or just like in 5, they also scrubbed. Richard, they had a scene where they were showing Stu Macher's autopsy report, and they scrubbed that too.
Did they?
Again, it's leaving these things open so that we don't know if they for sure died or not, because at any point they could change this. Even though Kevin Williamson said that Stu is dead,
right?
But they still didn't put the scene in of his autopsy. So for now, I'm still going to consider that there's still up and up chance that he could be alive.
I could see Dewey like being finally just broken and blaming Sydney and blaming, because he'd be like, my sister's dead because of you.
There you go.
This person is dead because of you.
Yeah.
The common denominator here is you.
Gale being exploitive of his whole life ruined his dream of being like the town sheriff, put him into booze.
There you go.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
You heard it here first. I'm telling you.
Or we could even say he had a mental break after he saw that Sydney had a happy life. Maybe he wanted to be in Sydney's life after all. Because for the longest, I always thought they were going to make Sydney and Dewey a thing.
Yeah.
And there was always like the flirtatious in part 1 and stuff like that of those two being really close and stuff. And even in Scream 4, they kind of touched on like how close he was to Sydney and stuff. So it's like, I mean, I'm not knocking that.
It was 2 weeks.
That'd
We'll
be
find out.
fucking
We'll find out.
amazing. Yeah, and also just a side note, just keep in touch and make sure you guys follow the podcast and the thing, because we might have some exciting
follow
news
our pod.
dealing with some Scream 6 vibes. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but that just keep an eye out for all
true.
that.
That's right. I forgot.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. So you want to go to your next one?
Yeah, my next one is the deleted scene from Nightmare on Elm Street, the original.
Oh, okay.
So there's the scene when Nancy's mom is talking to her when she reveals Freddy's glove, and she's all, she's all boozed out, and she's like, he can't come for you because mommy killed him. Well, there's obviously the deleted scene, which is her telling Nancy that she was not an only child, and that all of the children, they're all adult actors.
All the
targeted teenagers are all siblings of former murdered children that Freddy had killed. So, like, Glenn had a sibling.
Really?
Tina had a sibling. Rod had a sibling. Everybody that Freddy kills all had siblings, and all their siblings were killed by Freddy, and then that's him essentially trying to, So,
I like that.
Yeah, although the statistical probability,
that's true,
that they would all be friends. I mean, it's pretty. Was it? Where are they from? No, that's a different. Where are they from? Where's
Springwood?
Springwood. Yeah. So, you think that there'd be like a bigger group of kids, that you wouldn't have this concentrated group, that are all close,
right?
But still, it was a really cool concept, and they did film it. I see it because they show Nancy say to her mom, "Well, what gave you the right, to kill this person?"
Yeah.
And then that's when her mom is like, "Bitch."
I think that's an insane change, and that again changes the movie. For me.
That's a big time change.
That is a huge change, and it just shows like I don't know, that just gives like Freddy more of, because in my opinion, I don't like Freddy. I think he's too goofy in my opinion and stuff like that. But like this just gives him like that cutting edge that I'm looking for, and that more serious note.
Right. I like that. That's what I want. I think And that's my biggest thing with Nightmare on Elm Street is the one-liners and the fucking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but I know that also makes. Sorry, I'm eating still.
No, you're fine.
But that also makes the Freddy's character, right? I mean, that's the primetime bitch shit, all that stuff. I like him more serious. That's why
I do too. And the first one, I think that's the best one because he's menacing. He's not so like campy. The one-liners work because like he
didn't have a lot
scary.
of one-liners though, but it was
but it was scary and it was targeted. It wasn't just some pun that he was throwing out and then he'd kill you. It was like it was targeted to make you feel icky and stuff like that.
Right.
So
oh boy.
But that's another one you told me about. We were talking about insane change. I love that. I think that's so cool, and I think maybe that was what they were trying to go for in the remake a little bit with the whole like child molestation thing. I think they were just trying to give more of like that cutting edge to him, something a little bit more serious and like more.
Are they going to do another one? I mean, I'm sure they are, but
I think they have to.
I mean, you can't do it with Robert, though, right? I mean,
no. Well, that's not true. I don't know if you guys know Spectre. They did like Mandy. They did Maniac and stuff. It's Elijah Wood's his producing company. They released that they're actually very interested in taking on the Nightmare on Elm Street and a place that never has been before, which I actually kind of trust them for it. And they said Robert Englund was down for one more movie. So I kind of hope that team takes on that they get Robert back.
That'd be interesting. I mean, I guess those makeup. I mean, you can still.
I mean,
because he doesn't age, right?
No, I mean, you can just throw those prosthetics on.
I mean,
it's going to be.
We don't know. They could change up the lore. They could do something with like. Maybe how they've been doing with Halloween and stuff like that.
They could bring Nico Hughes back.
Fuck it up.
I mean, they could always go along with like the storyline of like maybe he in the dream world he's decaying because the children are slowly forgetting him. Kind of like those broken nightmares, like and stuff like that.
Man, I just like that's what I hate what they did with Michael. Made him old and decrepit, man.
But at least he still has to be badass in his own right.
He has to.
He could like be doing pretty bad and look a little shittier in these movies if they go with like that storyline. But he's still got to be like. Pretty badass and like once the kids start remembering and the dream world starts building up, maybe he gets more
powerful.
Not somebody like Michael who like just is like a fucking old man the whole fucking movie,
right?
And it gets a little bit like he like takes a shot of a Red Bull,
gets a little juice,
and then goes up against fucking Laurie and she still kicks his ass.
I know, right?
You know.
Wow. Look, I'll be down with it because I mean the franchise is cool. Obviously it's iconic, obviously, right? But. It's just like how long has it been? It's a huge long.
God, it's been.
That was like 2007, 2009.
Yeah,
like 15 years or something, right?
Yeah,
it's like
pretty long time.
I mean, there's a lot of those series, Friday 13th as well. I know that was legal action and shit like that, or legal issues, but it's like I don't know. The longer you go, I don't know. I mean, the 2009 Friday 13th was okay on that because they just fucking whatever they did. They didn't really follow any storyline, right?
No, they didn't. And if anything, I think it was just like a new version.
Yeah,
because he wasn't supernatural in that one, was he? Now that I remember, he was more of like just like a hunting.
I guess you're right. Yeah,
kind of in a way.
Yeah,
I think he was just like a guy living in the shack.
He was badass, though.
He wasn't
like, but I don't know about supernatural. You're right.
Yeah,
we didn't see what you see like in 6.
I was about to say like because like the last film we saw was Freddy versus Jason. He was nothing like Freddy versus Jason. Where he's like
that fucking movie
folding that fucking bed in half.
That movie was fucking crazy.
That movie's great. I love that. That's a good one.
I don't know. I'll be down. As long as A24 is not doing. That's what.
Sorry. No.
I saw, and this is a total. Switching the subject real quick, but Damien Leone the other day, right?
Yes.
He's the director of Terrifier. He put this cryptic post, a picture, a shot of his thigh in the blue jeans, and he had a lighter. On the lighter, it said A24.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have just sunk your fucking this franchise. I'm telling you. So now we're gonna have a 4-hour artsy fucking.
I'm hoping. I was talking to Jay about this. I'm hoping with knowing the team that did Terrifier, and if they do go with A24, if that's the message and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope they still are pretty hands on with it and don't give up the rights entirely to art. I don't think.
But that was the cool thing about Terrifier. It was so punk rock. It was so indie, right?
Dude. Well, and that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's more of just like the budget part, and I hope that A24 knows the audience of Terrifier and doesn't let that.
I don't know. Yeah,
dude. Because
I think it was between them and Blumhouse. So
that
I was like,
but
Blumhouse, in my opinion, is more of a better fit because they do those schlocky fucking horror movies that are for like more teenagers and stuff like that, but they're more goofy and stuff like that. So the vibe is there with Blumhouse, but I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see what A24 does.
I'm not happy.
As long as it's not an artsy film.
It fucking pissed me. I was so pissed. I met Damon the other day, right? I was up in Vegas, and I was such a dick to him. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's just like, shakes a hand, and it wasn't like I was waiting in line. I was just walking, and we bumped into each other, and he's like, I go, we have a mutual friend. I go, one of the producers, executive producers. I go, I'm friends with Hank, right? He goes, oh, Hank, yeah. I go, yeah, I was supposed to invest with him, but I said, fuck that. And he's like, and that's why I told Jay's like, oh shit. I mean, Jay's right next to me, right?
Yeah,
like,
you could.
And then he goes, oh, well, there'll be another chance. I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna take it. I was a total dick to it, but I was half drunk though. But I saw the A24 thing. I was pissed, dude.
So that's why I don't care about I care about the quality of the movie,
right?
But my whole thing was, I told you, if I can contribute financially and be on this fucking movie,
right? Yeah, so A24 doesn't get it.
Well, I know. I wanted to be part. I just wanted to be in it. I wanted to be part of the crowdfunding.
But that was the cool part.
But I wanted it to be like a hate crime or something. Like I wanted art to hate crime me.
Yeah, they had you gay bashing.
Yeah, like something.
What the fuck?
That'd
like,
be great.
do you know what I mean? I like something. Like like.
But now
art goes into like a leather bar.
Yeah,
and then like I hit on him and he doesn't like it.
Yeah,
that'd be
or
so
he
good.
lures me into the bathroom and I think something's gonna go down.
Oh,
and then he fucking chops my dick off and puts it in my mouth or whatever.
We need to make like a short film just of that scene.
Oh, a fan film.
That'd be great.
But that's crazy because like you're right. We have customers here in the store that they crowdfunded. They were actually in the movie, died in the movie, which was really rad. You know, for like 5 G's, wasn't bad.
Dude, I will fucking put 10 G's in.
Yeah,
if I could do like the scene, like we can do like the eagle.
Yeah,
where they have the mirror that's facing down, and I go to look at his dick, and it's a knife, and you know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah, see, come on.
Oh, that'd be
come on, Damien.
Shit writes itself. But now A24, yeah, good luck. That's just, I mean,
that
was funny because he was like, oh, there's, granted he hasn't announced it yet, but he's like, oh, there's other opportunities, and I'm like, that's what I think. I pissed me off because I'm like, there isn't, motherfucker. I go, you corporate's got you now. You know, they're gonna.
Because once you get the taste of a big studio production, you're never going back to the old.
I mean, I can't blame him that money. Yeah, I mean, I hear that. You know, and he busted. He earned his stripes or whatever.
He paid his dues.
Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm. So it's just the fan base. I'm just like, oh, really? But on the other side of that, I looked at the comments and the tweet, and it was, of course, 99% people were like, sucking his ass, and it was great, you know. So I don't know. We'll see. You're right. Maybe
I'm open-minded to the idea.
Like,
I'm not completely like
art's going to be
shutting them down.
Midsommar, fucking flowers.
I'm telling you this right now. If this gets to Damien's ears, I will give you 20 grand.
There you go.
I will give you 20 grand to put me in for that scene.
Yes.
Like,
I like it. You look down at his dick and it's a knife, and then
that is actually really good.
Like,
I really
skull
like that.
Like I reach over to grab his dick and it's a knife and it cuts my hand.
Yeah.
How about that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like skull fucking me, but like there's a knife right there, so he's just like,
right? Did you see the back of your head?
Just like right in the mouth.
Dude, that's a great scene. That's a good scene.
This shit writes itself.
That would be great.
I hate us.
That just reminds me of like the.
I hate us.
That I don't know why, but that gives me major. Did you ever watch American Horror Story Hotel?
I did
the Lady
not.
Gaga. There's a really great scene that just reminded me of that. And I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna say Ryan Murphy could actually do a pretty good fucking art series. I think if they did like a Terrifier series, I think he could do it pretty well.
I say we fan film it.
He can.
We got JDK here that does an amazing Art the Clown.
Yeah.
We got enough fucking special effects artists. We could.
Yeah, we could do it.
We could do this.
We could do it.
And
it's an homage.
One of my customers here.
No, we'll get sued. We already got called by them. Like they called you and told you to lay off.
It's Arthur the Clown, not Art the Clown. This one.
Oh, well, Arturo the Clown.
Arturo.
And I have one of our other customers. He comes in, Lawless. I'm going to give you a shout out. I'm not that you listen to this though, but he's dude,
cinematographer, right?
Big time. He just did like a Super Bowl commercial the other day. It looks fucking awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, and all he wants to do is do films. He goes with us, with Hair Trader. I'm like, for free. I was like, well, now you're talking. Now you're singing my fucking tune.
I was gonna say, if he's got anything, let me be in it. I'll do something.
We're all gonna die. Whatever the first thing we're gonna do, it's gonna be a fucking bloodbath in here.
Yeah.
So
fuck yeah, I'm down.
Okay, so I'm
down.
I got way off track on your guys' thing. So
he could literally just have like us going somewhere, and Art can just go by like on a bike and just throw
Just
like honk his
fucking-
horn and
and
throw a
just-
grenade in the car.
That'd be great. That'd be
just
awesome.
fucking-
So funny.
We
Oh,
just
that'd
a
be
big-
all our
great.
parts just fly out.
Tomato can explosion
That's-
inside,
That's
right?
so great.
Yeah.
Hands still in the steering wheel, but they're cut off or busted up.
Oh fuck,
Yep.
that's
That'd be
amazing.
legit.
That'd be really funny, actually.
Fuck it.
Actually,
Yeah.
really
Get
good.
ready, 2024.
Yeah.
We're done. All right. All right, what's next?
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
doing,
sorry.
actually, we got a real show going
You know
on.
what? This is our first
Yeah.
episode back in a few weeks. We're just
We're a
going
little
off the
rusty.
rails. Yeah.
I'm the master of getting
Come on,
off
little
track.
Rusty.
Oh,
All right. So my next alternate ending is Carrie 2013 remake.
okay.
I actually really like this remake. This is actually one of my.
You're like the only one.
I am, but you know what? I attribute it just to being a high schooler when this movie came out.
Okay.
So it's just kind of like those ones that's like the sentimental value of
Sure.
like I was a high school student when this one came out. Just like my mom, she really loves the original because
She was
a
in high
teenager.
school when it happened?
Yeah. So it's just, but I love the original. Don't get me wrong, I love the original. This one I like. It just goes again with like the cheesy 2000 remakes and
Yeah.
stuff that I love. But this ending is actually pretty cool because it actually goes along with the book's ending, which the book ending has Carrie reincarnated.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't read the books.
Yeah, really good. But I ended up reading it for a middle school art project.
Oh, wow.
And
Can't read that in middle school anymore.
No, you can't. Well, no, the thing was, it was actually, I got a special permission slip to do a book outside of the school's library. But the thing was, you had to do a project where you had to make a diorama of it. And so obviously I did the diorama of the prom scene and stuff like that. And yeah, my teacher didn't really appreciate it when I had to come share my diorama and I had to ask why there was a bloody stage, a girl dunked in pig's blood, and a guy dead on the floor.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking
it was
automatic
great.
A right there.
It
for
was
me.
great. I also did like the diorama for the Lord of the Flies. So out
yeah.
of clay,
Oh, yeah.
you would appreciate this. Out of clay, I made the fucking pig head on
Yeah,
the stick
steak.
with a bunch of flies coming out of it and maggots and shit. Yeah, my fucking teachers hated me in middle school. I was a little weirdo.
They're like, this kid's gonna be a serial
Yeah.
killer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Teacher is weak.
Yeah,
Right?
for reals. I was like, I thought you were cool. But anyways, so this ending scene is actually Carrie getting reborn. So the ending is originally we see it. There's in the original ending of the remake, we see that Sue goes to Carrie's grave.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a jump scare where instead of like in the original, her hand comes out and grabs Sue.
Right.
This in the remake, she walks away, but the grave of Carrie like cracks, and as the cracks open, there's a loud scream and it ends.
Right.
And it's supposed to be like Carrie's bag or like stuff like it's just
Yeah.
real stupid.
Right.
This one in the alternate ending has the ending scene being Sue giving birth.
Oh.
And this is really cool because we find out, like in the remake, she's like, "It's a girl" and stuff, and then the house crashes down, kills Carrie, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, this one goes to Sue. She's on the operating table, and the operating table. God,
You mean
sound
the birthing
The
table?
birthing
Wow.
table. I don't know. I said
all the
operating
same.
table. She's getting an autopsy done. No. So she's like giving birth, and the doctors are telling like, push. You could do it. You could do it harder. And all of a sudden, when she does her last push, instead of a baby coming out, it's fucking Carrie's hand punching out of her pregnant stomach.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say out of her vag.
Out of her badge? No, that would have been hilarious.
That makes
though.
it great.
No, it's
Reverse
Carrie's.
fisting.
Yeah.
It's Carrie's hand bursting out of her pregnant belly, all gory and
Really?
stuff, and like choking Sue.
What?
Oh.
Real insane.
So she's like a fully formed human, and
Yeah.
that just like somehow
Yeah.
transcends.
It's supposed to be kind of like, I mean, like I was saying,
Yeah.
like the original, how the hand
Yeah.
pops out and
Yeah.
grabs Sue's arm in the original. It's just Carrie's fucking hand
That's
coming out of
dope.
her fucking pregnant belly.
See, I like that.
That's fucking raw,
That's how you.
dude.
That's how you end the fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
I'm
remake.
like, oh fuck, that made that movie from like a cheesy, just like really cheesy remake to like that ending just being so brutal. I love that.
But that didn't air, right? Or what?
No, it's on YouTube though. You could watch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I will
But
watch it tonight.
it's great. But
People probably got upset with the whole pregnancy. Like that's a
yeah,
Everyone's so
I
soft
think
these days.
People
I
are
think,
soft as
well,
fuck.
especially in 2013 and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
some
Oh, yeah.
dance mom was watching
Million
the fucking
moms.
test screening of that and was like, I did not appreciate that.
That's why I
No.
love the
Shit
80s.
like
We used
that.
to kill babies all day,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
pregnant people. You're
Run kids over.
exactly right.
Yeah, for
It's
real.
like it's so dumb. Like it could have just been like it wasn't like saying that it was real. It could have been a dream sequence or anything. With this,
for real.
But you know, I love that. I thought that was pretty cool and stuff. And
I think they screwed up and cutting that out. I think whoever made that
100%.
call, they should.
I know, because like everything else about that movie was just word for word the same as the original.
Yeah.
With a prettier girl.
Yeah, it follows the book more closely, right, than the first movie, doesn't this? The remake?
Not really.
No?
No.
I
If anything, it really focuses on it puts emphasis on what the original did, which was so weird because like I guess the
I never saw the remake.
It's good. I mean, don't waste your time, Franco. I know you're gonna fucking hate it, so don't even waste your time. I like it. Like I said, it's got the little sentimental value to me, but And it, just because, like, I remember very fondly, it was like my first date and stuff, like my real date, and we all went to the movie theater and stuff.
You went on a date to see this movie?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I told you I was a weird one.
Yeah,
I was like, let's go watch this in the movie theater. Yeah, it was fun.
I'm more shocked it was in a movie theater.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
yeah, really? This
Are you kidding? I was there opening night. It was a blast. There was even with that film where if you called the phone number, there was a specific phone number that you could call, and if you called it, it was what's her name? Fuck, that plays the mom. I can't. Julia Moore saying they're all gonna laugh at you. Sydney, Carrie, you're going to hell.
Really?
Yeah, it was insane, and it was like a bunch of like Bible
See your dirty pillows.
Yeah. Like literally, but like Julia Moore is like saying like Bible verses and saying like
That's
you're
pretty
disgusting. Yeah, it was really cool, and like there was a whole website for it that like you could it was like you could buy the prom ticket, and basically like all it was just saying like, oh, you're on like the list of get news for when the movie's out and stuff like that, and like tickets and stuff for like pre-sale and stuff. It was really cool. Like
that's a lot of marketing for a movie that didn't do well.
Right.
Yeah, no, it didn't do
I can't even sell the VHS. It's in my dollar bin right now, right?
Yeah,
it's
terrible.
and no one wants it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm the only one. I'll take it. Yeah, that's.
I want to see the ending. Though. I want to see the hand coming out, and choking the mom.
It's
That's
great.
Right,
it's great.
All right,
that's fine.
So I think I only have one more.
Okay, yeah, I have a few more, but we could just cut it off at the last one.
Yeah.
I'll do one more, and then we'll cut it off.
Because I have some shit to talk.
Yeah.
wow! All right,
Love it.
We have a couple more segments.
Yeah.
Ask a Gay Guys.
Oh yeah, shit.
But also I have like my new
Actually,
thing,
you know
which
what?
is like
You just end off with yours.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
mine isn't that good, so maybe
That's
yours
fine.
is better.
Mine's not really.
Okay, well, mine is basically like the alternate ending of Alien.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So-
that's funny. I actually had mine on. That's one of mine.
This
on.
is actually a shocker because I thought this was gonna be some movie I've never fucking like the
I have those.
the Devil's Prom Dress or something. I'm like
Yeah.
I've never fucking seen that.
Yeah.
Franco is the master of just coming up with movies that like
No,
three
no, no.
people in this world have seen.
Microwave Massacre 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. So
People don't know there's a sequel.
I did not.
Yeah, there is one.
So this I have seen.
Do you know there's
The alternate?
a sequel to the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I do know
Okay,
there's.
I'm glad you know that.
there's-
Okay, great.
I didn't. Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah,
but I'm
it's in a
straight,
sa-
so
it's
I
a-
should not know.
it's
that.
in
You should not
No,
know
no,
that.
you really
If you
shouldn't.
did know, I would raise my eyebrow.
Yeah, you'd be
right.
like,
Yeah.
This is the upper echelon of gay knowledge.
It's like a test you got to take.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So yeah, the alternate ending is essentially they filmed a couple.
Yeah.
But the one that I wish that they would have done, they couldn't have.
I hope this isn't the one that I'm thinking of.
Is it the Ripley beheading?
No.
Oh, you know about the Ripley beheading?
I didn't know that.
So Ripley doesn't. So the way that this was supposed to be is you see it as it plays out because it's in the log that Ripley had beaten the xenomorph.
Right.
It's a bug hunt. So she had beaten the xenomorph and she shoots it out of the whatever thingy and blah, 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 blah. But that's all in the recorded log.
Right.
And the reality is that the xenomorph, they cut to from the moment when she's in that thing and it comes out, but it bites her head off. And then the xenomorph mimics her voice.
What?
And records the log to
Oh.
get back to Earth.
Oh, never mind. Then this is
And
the
they
one.
bring the
'Cause
fucking ship in.
which is so stupid.
They would have
This
brought
is-
the ship in because it
this
can
is
mimic
so-
her voice.
Yeah, but this is so stupid because there's a whole scene where before it starts speaking in Ripley's voice, I thought when you said like decapitate, I thought you meant like with the tail or something. No, he literally like shoots the thing right through her fucking head, and like it just shows like blood splatter on the wall. But then like the stupid part that just annoys me that they even did this is a whole sequence of showing the alien using the equipment.
Yeah,
he's like putting buttons in, and I'm like, when the fuck did he learn? I know he's supposed to be like, and it's like the most cheesy because like you see his hand going like this, touching buttons. And shit. There's like
it's that fucking
weird
chat AI shit.
Yeah, I was like, and then all of a sudden you hear Ripley's voice and like saying like they're like I'm the only one left. Da 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 da. There's like everybody's dead, and it's like. That is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like, please send transmission. Activate tractor beam, send transmission.
It's so dumb because like I watched this and like just seeing the stupid fucking animation of like the xenomorph touching buttons go boop 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 boop. I'm like, when did he learn that? When did he learn how to? I know he's like an intelligent species, but like when the fuck did he learn how to press buttons?
Apparently knows how to do 10 key pretty good.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, right?
Fast typist. There's a job for him on Earth.
He types faster than I can.
No shit. Wow.
But cut to like
Shocker
the sequel, and it's just like a xenomorph. It's some 9-to-5 job as a secretary.
Yeah, like in the
he's a really good typist.
Or just like cuts to like the office.
Yeah.
Fucking
to the
Starbucks.
I fucking hate this job.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Fuck my life. I fucked up. Sorry, Ripley.
Yeah.
That's really fucking funny.
So yeah, that was
cool.
That was a thing.
That's it. Yeah. Pretty fun.
All right.
Yeah, fun. All right, so do you want to do my thing? Let's do my thing really quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I've been writing these things down. I'm just going to burn through this list of things that irritate the shit out of me this month so far.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it's just things that I've seen that I literally write on my phone that piss me off.
Is that
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I literally in the moment. So for the first one is bootleg ACT UP shirts. So do you know
What
this
the
is a
fuck
thing?
is that?
So ACT UP is do you remember ACT UP during the AIDS crisis? ACT UP was the there are bootleg,
God,
and they sell them at Target.
Really?
So ACT UP is
Guess what we got to do,
essentially.
Franco? We got to go to
What-
Target.
okay. All right, what's ACT UP?
So ACT UP was they essentially pulled together when the government wasn't helping people that had HIV in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they found Larry Kramer and other people formed ACT UP. And it's basically like going out, getting arrested at churches, like doing sit-ins,
Yes.
protesting, fighting to get like just 60 cents from the government.
Right.
Anything.
Right.
So now there are bootleg and ACT UP is still around because AIDS is still a thing. It still exists in the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there, we kind of don't think about it as much because everybody's on PrEP here, and PrEP essentially,
Yes.
I saw a commercial for that.
Yeah, because
saw
it's basically 99%.
99%. It makes it so that you can avoid HIV.
Yeah.
Yes.
With unprotected sex. So
and it's free.
yes,
So, which also makes it pretty great. Not
and
for
it's
long,
socially
though.
responsible.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, ACT UP still exists, and they still sell shirts on their website, and they're still trying to end AIDS in the world.
Right.
Well, Target has fucking ACT UP bootleg ACT UP shirts that say ACT UP. They say silence is death.
What? I didn't know this,
but it's
and
not official ACT UP shirts. And ACT UP
Right.
even said something. They said,
Oh, fuck.
"Hey, those are not our shirts."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what did they think? Like, what did they think was gonna?
Fucking China just said, fuck it.
Wait,
That
and
will
the
grow
funniest
big.
thing is, I'm a constant shopper at Target. I have not seen these yet, so they must have got real
I'm actually
serious.
shocked that you were at Target first.
I
of all.
don't. I don't know. Okay, first off, don't try to trick me. I didn't go to Target.
No, of course he didn't.
But
No, of course he didn't.
I saw like I
like-
read an article about
okay.
it.
Wow, how
and then
recent was this?
I read the article like with everything is this month. So I read it like a week and a half ago.
Wow.
That there are bootleg shirts.
Yeah, they must have recalled that shit real quick.
Oh God, I hate that. That pisses me off. Another thing that pisses me off is like Europeans who pretend to be Mexican.
What the fuck?
I don't know if you know anything about
Yes,
that.
I
So
do.
I know someone that's like a
Wait.
European.
They're pretending to be Mexican.
Yeah. So like,
Okay.
I know. So okay, I'll just say his name. So
Just
basically,
do it. Just do it.
Okay, I can't do it.
Oh wow,
So it's basically it's a dude I know that's European.
Okay.
Who
you're telling me after the show.
was dating somebody else I knew. This is a gay thing.
Right.
Dating someone, my friend Vince, who I will say his name. And
yeah, you said
Vince
that
was
name
like,
real quick.
It's like, fuck, all
and
right.
Vince is like, oh yeah, I'm dating this guy. We've been out 4 times.
Right.
And then I'm like, I know him. He's like, oh yeah, he's Mexican. I'm like, no, he's not. He literally went on 4 dates with this person. This person is white European,
Okay.
who can speak Spanish,
Who is
who
that?
concocted a whole background story
Oh shit.
that said, "Oh, my family like moved to Mexico at this time," and
Mexico
I'm like,
City
he's
or
from
something like
fucking.
it.
He's from the UK.
Well, what's the benefit?
But he speaks Spanish. I don't know. What was it
we
like?
got a little bit more flavor.
Like
That's
the
what it is. We're a little bit more
level of
flavor.
lying, because he went and met Vince's mom.
Damn, and he pulled that shit.
Yeah,
Wait a
and he
minute, wait a
fooled
minute,
them
wait,
because he
This
speaks
is-
Spanish fluently.
Okay, but this guy's from UK,
yes,
so there's got to be an accent.
okay, Scotland, but
Or whatever,
But
yeah.
he only spoke Spanish because he speaks Spanish fluently. So I really hope that he's not listening to this.
He's not.
But
Come on.
he literally
Even if
never
he
spoke
is,
English
he put
with him.
himself in the situation.
He did.
So fuck you.
He never spoke
Coming
English
from
with
a
him.
Mexican.
He only spoke Spanish,
That's so funny.
and he fooled them.
really?
And then like, what's his name? Was like, yeah, I blocked him. Like,
No,
I'm not.
the guy he's dating, Vince.
Yeah.
is he a white dude or is he
Mexican.
So he's a Hispanic guy.
Yeah,
and so
And he got fooled.
he got fooled because he did not speak English.
Shut
He only
up.
spoke Spanish.
that's pretty good.
That's actually pretty good. He speaks better Spanish than me.
Yeah.
and I'm full blown.
So that shit, I hate that.
Okay, yeah,
I hate that for us.
Yeah,
I hate that for our
I hate
community.
that for us.
You know what else I hate? I hate pointy chin clown makeups.
Okay, what?
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, so
I
you,
do.
So
I
you hate
fucking
like the fear
hate
fear farm
those.
clown.
Yeah, and people are like posting them on I don't know how it's popping up on my social media. Maybe it's because it popped up in my social media feed. Those fear farm. That's like the most generic, stupid
the
fucking
Tremor,
clown.
the Tremor and Flinch.
I'm
I
so
love that.
tired
Those are
of
the
that.
worst fucking clowns ever. I hate that. And I know,
Really?
I know a guy that does sculpts all these, right?
Yeah.
And I like the guy, and I won't say his name either, but I fucking cannot stand with all the bright
the big
green
hair.
that comes out the side.
It's
My
just to me, it's like
God.
really just dead unoriginal.
We're a decade removed from these clowns, right?
Yeah.
They were hot at one point. They were their sliders. They were in their fucking you know.
yeah.
But now I'm like,
I love them.
I saw like
Do you
4
really?
in
I
my
love
feed.
them. Well, the funny thing was I actually, which I'm actually mad that we're even talking about this. No, I'm just kidding. Because I got declined doing the makeup for Fear Farm. Me and my friend Elijah. And let me tell you,
Elijah Wood. Oh my god, that's huge.
Elijah Wood. Oh my god,
big.
I love your work. No, we were like the makeup. I mean, Franco,
Yeah.
I've done makeup for a long time, and especially like for like Instagram and stuff. Me and my friend Elijah, we had like some of the best portfolio work for in town, like hometown makeup artists.
Yeah.
You would not believe they had 6 of us, 6 people in a fucking garage with no air conditioning, covered in fucking blood. I don't know if real or fake. I couldn't tell. In the middle of a cornfield. Like this shit was like real, like backwoods fucking makeup, like fucking tryouts. The people, we had 20 minutes to create a clown look.
and you're covered in
We
blood.
did. No, not us.
Oh,
but like,
what the fuck?
not us,
This is
not-
the weirdest audition ever.
No, not us. No, no, just like the whole garage and shit was like
Oh,
it
okay,
was their
okay.
fucking makeup garage and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so we each get a model and stuff like that. We do a clown makeup. Me and Elijah had the best fucking clown looks there was. Like I mean, insane for 20 minutes. 20 minutes clown look with some watercolor fucking paints and shit like that.
Right.
And they told us immediately we were out.
Really?
I could not. I have pictures. I'll show. I have to look up these fucking.
Did
pictures.
they have like a ball
Amazing.
pit they dropped you in?
I fucking wish. Yeah. No. But
Really?
the people they allowed in for these tryouts that actually got it, god awful work.
Probably like,
But
had
it's
an- had an
probably
in,
better.
though.
But
Yeah.
it's probably.
Yeah, they probably were like-
and I was like 16 at the time when I was
Yeah.
doing this. Just legal enough to work there and shit like that.
Right.
But I am like so mad. I'm so bitter because that was like the first tryouts I ever did, and I was like, I ate that shit up.
Yeah.
I ate that shit up. I don't care what anybody says. I did fucking amazing for 20 minutes in a hot ass fucking in the Arizona heat in a
Yeah, that's
garage
rough.
with no air conditioning, working on a guy who's sweating balls on this water activated paint,
Yeah.
which just added cooler to the fucking makeup. And then they choose this fucking amateur girl who's like probably sucking the dick of the art director. of
Probably. That's probably where it's
Yeah.
at. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so pissed, so pissed, and I'm like, but like, you know what? Probably better because half those fucking actors are half seen in the dark, anyways. My skills would have went to waste. there.
Boom.
See, boom.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
I love the clowns, but I hate the fucking Fear Farm. I hate them.
I
Hate them.
I hate them. I'm tired of seeing those fucking clowns. And everybody that walks around at the conventions, by the way, that's in that, they think they're hot shit. And it's like, dude, just sit down and
I'm
just
so over
take
those
that wig
clowns,
off
man.
and just knock it off and stop
Yeah.
it.
Give me a fucking poke.
I want to come full Tremor and Flinch
Oh
cosplay
my
next
God.
time.
No, please do not. Unless you pull it off and there's something else underneath.
Yeah,
it needs to be a tearaway.
Yeah, I just did get my first breastplate, so I'm very
no.
excited
Oh,
to
shit.
tear that shit off and then show
For real.
everybody.
I only have a couple more things that guys named Wayne. Like
Wayne.
I remember.
Wayne,
Who the
Yeah.
fuck's named Wayne anymore?
I don't know, but like I'm not into that.
Jared Padalecki in House of Wax. His name was
Is
Wayne.
Wayne.
And he
I
was
don't
hot
like-
as fuck in that movie.
That dude
He was-
fucks.
he was-
I
oh,
told
he
you he
fucks.
was right next to my.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
had the room. He shared a wall with me.
Oh, yeah?
when we were in California for
And
Comic
he had
Con.
those girls howling,
Dude,
and I can only
he's a
I
pig.
can't imagine
He's a
anything.
pig.
I can't imagine anything less from him, and that makes me.
He's
love
just
him
like
even more.
he's a bro. He's like he was a
Yeah,
young
yeah.
guy like bagging and tagging, but I'm like banging on the wall like shut up, I'm trying to get some sleep.
Not me. I would have been having a glass to that window. I would have been like, louder to the back. I can't hear.
Okay, so Wayne.
Yeah, so people named Wayne. I'm not
All
into
right.
that.
Sorry to all of our Wayne listeners.
Side shaming.
What is
What
that?
is that?
You don't know what side shaming is?
Well, maybe
you're-
I do,
Maybe
but
you're
maybe-
straight. Side, you know,
Whoa.
like
No.
so like there's this whole thing like this that's recently because with
I
the,
just
we have
probably
to
know
we
it
have
from
to do
something different.
well we have to do this like so like now I don't know if Jason definitely doesn't know
Yeah.
but like a side in the gay community
Uh-huh.
and that
Like a
feels- that's
side piece?
no like a side. Do you know what a side is?
Oh fuck!
I don't know.
It's a
what-
sexual thing. A side.
No, what is this?
You don't know what a side? Not a side piece. A side. So now we have like tops and bottoms, which has been like a
Gotcha.
thing.
Oh, fuck.
And verse.
Don't say side. What is
Sides
a side?
are people that don't have
Anal
butt sex at
Oh,
all.
okay.
Yeah, they only masturbate.
I just call them virgins.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just call them pathetic.
I don't
Okay.
call them trash.
So there's sides. So there's like sides.
That is so dumb.
So now that's a whole category
Okay.
in the gay world of
Not in my book,
in
it is.
sexual.
Side. Okay.
So you're basically side shaming.
Okay.
I'm like, don't shame them.
No. Oh, wait. You're saying
'Cause
don't
I'm like, don't shame them.
What are you, a side now?
I think I'm probably a side.
Oh my
So they just-
god.
so-
I'm just kidding. I'm on my own side. That's about it.
So they don't do.
They don't do any-
They don't
any-
do
they
butt
don't-
stuff.
So no butt stuff.
but
no,
they do
but-
everything else.
So well, no, because like I think they even have like a subdivision in like sides now.
What the fuck?
Because there are people that only masturbate.
Okay.
Oh.
And they only masturbate, like they just mutual and masturbate.
So-
and then there are people
What kind
that
of fun is
So
that?
what I
I
call
don't
that
know.
is straight curious.
yeah,
Straight
probably.
Jesus.
That's what I call it.
I have. There's so much I'm trying to process
So, like,
right now.
and maybe they do
straight
mouth
curious
stuff.
is exactly what it sounds like. There's not really much to it.
So you're gay, but you're kind of you're
Straight curious is
about
like the straights that
We call
like,
them going
lead-
through a phase.
Yeah, they're going through a phase. They're not exactly bisexuals yet because
Okay.
they haven't said they're bisexual yet, which means they're just fucking closet
No, wait,
gays.
Let's not shame them. Because my whole thing was like, because I saw this person who was like, I saw several posts where someone was like, they had written in their bio that they were a side.
That
Right.
is-
And then people were like,
That is
just
wild.
attacking that this person was trying to. I mean, they weren't attacking, but people
Right.
were like, just stop. And then I was like, but then I'm like, just let them do whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean,
if they just want to like do
in my
mouth
opinion,
stuff,
in my opinion, I think it's
and
dumb.
don't want you to touch their butt, and they don't want to touch your butt, just go for it.
In my opinion, I think that that's dumb, but I'm not shaming them. I'm not being like you shouldn't be that. I'm just saying in my book that's dumb.
I think that's why I can't be gay because you guys judge a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
They're you
Yeah.
don't even know
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't. I do. I'm just picking up what you've told me.
the
You had-
judgment.
You,
you-
when
you haven't
tell me
seen-
when the summer's coming. By the way,
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out
we're
there,
going to
dude.
San Francisco next month, which you haven't talked about
Oh,
yet.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
eating. I haven't eaten today.
That's what I'm saying. I
Already, I'm getting.
I
I'm getting
believe
ready
that
for it.
because I watched Hot Girl Summer last time with you, and Franco is a different person about a month out from going down to Black's Beach because
probably
you're
the
very
same as
angry.
me.
I was fucking furious.
But you're
I was
like
starving.
and the whole time you're like, you don't understand. You don't understand these gays. They'll judge the shit out of me. I'm like, God damn. Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Couldn't be me.
yeah. I'm
be
like,
me.
yeah. I was like,
You don't gotta. You don't
If
gotta
I don't
get
have
ready if
fucking
you
an
stay
eight-pack
ready.
abs, I'm gonna get shamed.
I'm
like,
nothing.
God damn. Okay.
I'm basically invisible. I'm
Yeah.
just chum. I'm not
As
even
I'm eating
like,
a cookie over here. This is
Well,
great.
the funny thing is about us. About next month, me and fucking Franco going to L.A. together. The
I thought it
thing
was San
is,
Francisco.
San Francisco. It's San Fran.
oh, San Fran. Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
Bella was like,
Anyway-
what?
Anyways,
we're going to the city.
anyways,
the city.
regardless.
Yes.
Both of us, I would consider we are both relatively hotter people here, but down in LA, we're gonna have our asses handed to us because I know in LA, I'm a LA 2.
Wow.
When I'm a Phoenix 8.
Are you
Whoa.
sure?
I'm dead serious
I don't
because
know.
I've
pulled a lot of WeHo.
My grinder has never been drier the minute I walk into LA. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I'm fucking. I'm begging people. I'd pay for it at that point. I remember having a hotel.
I get lucky, I guess. I mean, I don't have sex with them, but I do get the offers.
I had a hotel room fully paid by, I'm going to say, the producers of a certain franchise, paying me a hotel on Halloween Day, at the whole time in the center of LA. Wow. And the things I posted on Grindr just to get somebody's attention, I didn't. They would make the devil blush. Yeah, I didn't get a single tap.
Really?
Not a single tap.
Wow.
And that was with my my glamour shots that I got done specifically when I was like auditioning, especially auditioning for like porn and stuff like that. I got some really nice pictures that I post on Grindr.
How did that make you feel?
It made me feel like garbage.
Did it really? See, it shouldn't. Although,
so why is it?
But it made me feel better coming back to Phoenix, because the minute I came back into Phoenix, my fucking Grindr fucking like deleted itself.
Is it because people are hotter in LA, or is there more gay people in LA? Is more? There's more to choose from.
Both. No, you know what I'll say. There's a lot more. There's a lot more gay people, and you know what? I'm not even say that. There's the same amount as anywhere.
There's a concentrated amount in a certain
concentrated
area.
in LA, like specifically like in like WeHo area. Like it's. I mean, there's not a single straight person in sight, but the thing is
we remove them from
the
streets.
They have they're executed.
They got a garbage truck that picks them up.
We find them. We beat them in the alley.
We dart them.
We drag their bodies into
I walk down an alley. I just feel something in my neck.
It's like Apocalypto, like rolling up a
I end up in a fucking garden grove.
I have a fucking poison frog in my pocket.
Why am I in Anaheim? Okay.
No,
we deport you to Anaheim.
But like in
immediately
LA,
deported.
You need fucking plastic surgery out the woo-ha, and like
that's why I told him you gotta fucking go to Turkey.
And like you just gotta look like a fucking sex doll over there. If you show an ounce of emotion, you're immediately done in that.
So that's LA. I'm trying to remember. When I lived in San Diego, what was the real gay area? Oh, Hillcrest.
It's still gay.
Is that like that? But is it that judgmental? Is it that bad there too?
I think Hillcrest isn't as bad as WeHo.
Really?
No, nothing's worse than WeHo.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's like no. So it's pretty bad at WeHo.
I mean, so the thing with WeHo also is that there's a lot of fame obsessed people who don't value.
So if you aren't
not everybody,
if you're not either like a porn director, a porn star,
if you're not fisting on OnlyFans,
wow. At this point, it's like if you don't got like 100K on Twitter and have like 55.K likes on OnlyFans, you're not getting the attention of anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like just regular gay guys like in Montana? It's like I don't deal with this shit. You know?
Yeah.
Is it like that? I mean, I don't know.
Well, you know, so the thing about the scene that we're talking about is that it always ends in a bad place.
Right.
Like live your life, be young.
Sure.
But treating people shitty, especially in the gay community, and not forming true relationships. And I don't mean romantic relationships.
Right.
I mean real friendships.
Just mean like a friendship
and bonds.
Yeah.
You will end up that guy that's alone, that's at the bar in his 60s, paying go-go dancers, paying
give you
them
attention, just to look at you,
paying them to rub their shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
And they're barely tolerating your touch.
That sounds sad.
It is sad. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've been one of those dancers. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But I've been part of a group, and I would never do that to somebody.
Right.
But they're like, I have to fucking let this guy rub my shoulders. Like he's paying you to rub your shoulders.
Wow.
Yeah.
To give you a massage.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's like
and it's still a hassle.
Yeah. And so it's like, and they're like, so you got to form good relationships.
Gotcha.
You got to be kind,
But
kindness is a rarity there.
But not in WeHo. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
Because you're not going to get a genuine. You're not going to get a genuine relationship.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, like those people right now are all very young,
right,
or cutting their. I mean, hey, I'm all for plastic surgery. I'm not shaming it,
right,
but they're trying to maintain that.
Yeah.
But they will eventually be that old guy.
I was going to say you can only chase that so far. Eventually,
oh yeah,
Mother Nature's got to win eventually.
Well, Mother Nature always wins.
Beauty is only skin
or you're
deep.
looking like a cat lady, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever it's fucking. Yeah.
Yep.
You go, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is. I've learned a lot.
So that's
still trying to process the side thing. But
the side thing is just funny.
So
That's
basically,
just goofy to me.
So Melda's just doubling down on shaming the sides.
I'm not
Got
shaming.
it.
You do you. You do what makes you happy. In my book, that's fucking stupid.
Sides
what was it?
do not.
Straight curious? Is that what the
Straight curious.
How is that? So, oh God.
Straight curious is also like it's.
But if you got two guys, say you're this side thing. I'm trying to keep this whatever.
Yeah.
But and say there's a mutual masturbation thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
with another two guys.
Yeah.
Isn't that gay?
That's not really gay.
It's not?
No, because here's another thing.
In my okay.
It depends on how old you are. Because so there's a whole thing I have to say.
Oh boy.
Because
you go.
Okay, so I've definitely told you guys that I lost my virginity very late in life.
Yes.
It was in my 20s.
Right.
Oh,
However,
yes.
I remember reading a research paper about sex in high school.
Okay.
And people that have sex and how sexuality is kind of defined and what people are still trying to figure out. And although girls identify more in high school and verbally will say they're bisexual, they don't experiment with it. It's more along the lines of just saying it. Whereas men and young guys in high school tend to have dalliances with other guys one time, but don't ever identify as bisexual because they are experimenting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then they end up being straight and getting married and having kids, but they had a 1-off or a 2-off with another dude.
And just never
Have some side shit going on.
Yeah.
All right. That's fucking.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm just trying to think about because there's been some like moments like in my high school where, God, do I need to be saying this right now? Because my mom listens.
Say
to
their
this.
name. Oh, if your mom listens,
My mom listens to this. I mean, I don't care. But anyways, like I don't know. Like going back to the thing, if two guys are jerking off with each other, do I think that's gay?
I think I'm gay for watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
There's wolves telling me in the corner over there.
Like if they're they're probably not gay, but I'm definitely.
I'm
gay.
not side shaming you guys. Just letting you guys know that right now.
I'm supporting your community.
yeah, because I'm definitely gonna say I was like, I did that very young. And I don't know if that didn't. I was always like that. But like I don't know if in that moment if I felt that it was gay.
Yeah, see, it's
Because I know like the other guy was like not watching me, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I guess if it makes sense more if there's like an affection towards it.
Okay.
So like if like you are like real entranced with the guy next to you, and if like obviously if it goes to more, but like in general, I don't think so.
All right, well, let's get to my question of Ask a Gay Guy.
Oh, let me do my last thing.
Oh,
that
yeah,
I hate.
sorry, yeah. Okay.
So the last thing I fucking hate this month
Yeah.
is parents who pull up to the drive-through window in front of me and they let their kids order.
Oh, come on.
Who
does that?
Fucking hate that.
Wait, why? Why do you hate that? Why is
Because
that?
kids are trash. No, because just order the food so that the line can move faster.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need to listen to Haley and
Haley, Bradley, and Calvin.
Haley and Kelsey.
Yeah.
They're not even self-aware.
I
Like
think- and then-
they're not even. They don't even. You know what I mean? They're like 4.
Okay, I get
And they're
it.
like, I want a
I get
blah
it.
blah 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 blah.
I get it in the drive-through. Because like drive-through, that shit's got to be quick. I'm on a time crunch if I'm in a drive-through. If
Yeah.
I have time to spend, I'm going inside. Yeah, but like if I'm in a drive-through, yeah, no fucking way. Parent, you order their shit, you get out. You grab your food and get out.
Yeah.
Now it's different if you're in like, let's say like a McDonald's, like you're inside
God,
the
you're so
cafe.
nice.
Oh my God,
I hate it.
Well,
I like if you go.
I
in,
just hate kids,
But
like,
but the thing
talking.
is then you're gonna raise a kid like me who got so.
You're having a kid? Oh wait, sorry, no,
Oh,
it's like
shit.
it's like
Oh my
shit.
God,
Carrie.
no. Like you're gonna raise a kid like they're gonna raise a kid like me who was so afraid until I was like 18 to go up and talk to somebody at like any point.
Okay,
'Cause, like
so-
my parents always ordered for me, or they always did something. They always talked for me. That I was so afraid to like even go up and talk to a teacher in my high school.
Good. You know why though? Because
No, that's
you ended
not
up on a
good.
fucking TV show,
No,
and
I
you
guess-
are famous, and all of those other kids
Yeah,
that are ordering
yeah,
a fucking
but guess what? I
and all
didn't
those
have
other
a
kids
personality
ordering.
then.
Who needs a personality? You need fame and you need success. Those other fucking kids that you're talking that you're saying like you want to be like them, they're fucking faceless nobodies.
Oh my
this is the
God.
best
I
joke.
don't think so. I think sometimes,
you don't know.
Sometimes you gotta let a kid do stuff themselves because like otherwise you're gonna grow up.
Oh my god!
There's
Let
a-
those kids proceed on their way to mediocrity.
But this is where what is that thing where you're socially awkward kids come into? Like that's like I fucking hated being a socially awkward person. It took me
Oh my
so
god!
long
So
to, like,
wait until you're older. You will appreciate it because that shit that you're talking about, socially awkward, drove your art, and it's
Yeah,
still driving
no,
your art. You
no. I'm not saying I'm not
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying I'm not like appreciative towards it. I'm just like saying sometimes the parents shouldn't do everything, especially if it's just like as little as like ordering
right.
your own food.
First
Oh,
off,
I want the parents to order the food. Like the
I'm
other
the only
shit.
I'm the only guy as a
Jason-
parent here, right?
Yeah,
So-
Jason, yeah, please.
so-
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes,
I
and
should
no.
admit to you right now I have a secret child. But go ahead.
Well, there we go. Okay. So it's I got both your guys. I'm a little bit on this. So drive through get the fuck out.
Yeah,
of here. Order
fuck
and go.
no,
Get the
fuck
fuck out.
no.
But like when I would we go out to eat, right? Fucking
let's say Chili's or something, right?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, tell my kid Bella, you know what you want? I do. Okay, cool. So they come up, we all order, and now I was like, now it's your turn to tell her what.
Yeah.
So I would do that, right? So and once again, so she can.
Yeah, but that's at the table.
That's at the table.
Yeah.
As a drive-through, I'm right with you. Get the fuck.
Drive-through.
I need to get the fuck out of
If
here.
a waitress comes up,
agree.
yeah, I should, I guess, amend my statement.
Yeah.
If a waitress is helping you, the kid, I'm down with the kid because
Yeah.
I'm not part of
Yeah.
it. If I'm waiting in line behind your little shitty kids,
Yeah.
and you want them to feel special or feel independent, so they're just like, and they have to like, fuck that kid, fuck that noise. And I by the way, like when I tag on is whenever I'm somewhere shopping,
Yeah.
especially if I'm at like Gucci or something, and there's a fucking person with a kid in there, I don't even want to look at that kid. Why is that
You
kid
just
in
fucking
here?
hate kids.
Like that kid has no place being in here, especially. And by the way, this happens every time when a person takes a kid into one of those like high end places.
Yeah.
That kid has to be the loudest person in there.
Oh, yeah,
and
of
the mom
course.
has to ask the kid their opinion on shit that the kid knows nothing about.
Oh my god.
The mom is like,
that's different.
she's like, Dakota, do you like these boots on me? Fuck Dakota. Dakota doesn't know shit. You could put fucking like
I think
generic Uggs on. The kid's gonna think they look great.
I think you need to stay away from a Gucci store for a little bit.
No, I think
You're probably
I think
right.
I've known Wolf Tummy long enough. This is because he's dieting right now. Wolf Tummy's a little angry, right? When he has a fucking Peter Piper pizza in his fucking belly, Wolf Tummy loves everybody.
Yeah,
Yes.
you should be the spokesperson for Snickers.
Oh, good point. Yeah, good point. Good point. Holy shit!
Have you noticed? I haven't touched those cookies.
I know,
and they're
I
right
keep-
in front of.
And
his face.
I want to just go.
If
like
you can
this
see
and
my
slide them
aura,
towards
if you can see my energy right now,
There's a whole like the
it's like a
dozen
black
cookies right in
hole.
front.
It's a void.
Franco, just do us all a favor and just have a
I
fucking
can't.
cookie.
I'll smell them.
please.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna be sniffing them up now. He's going to stuff his face in it. No,
God,
Ah, they smell so good.
these are good. I
But
ain't
you
gonna
know
lie.
what?
I've had a couple.
Skinny tastes better than.
Oh,
oh my God.
That's right. Oh,
You're like,
my God.
guys,
On the
you're
plane,
like
by the
you're
way,
like the
I'm gonna
complete-
literally on the plane when we're heading home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak food on the
This
plane.
fun. You be the guy with the burrito.
Oh, dude, I'm taking.
Just-
You're gonna be like, how'd you get that bucket of KFC on this plane?
Oh my God.
For real, you don't want to know.
Yeah,
you don't want to know what
so
I did.
good.
Funny,
So
dude.
good.
Oh,
But
man.
anyways,
All
so-
right. Well, I hope you know just because you're not fucking eating, I'm gonna eat for the two of us. then.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna not.
I'm going to
stop
order
eating.
for you and like things
Yeah.
I want. And like, and what does that taste like? And what taste buds is this
'Cause-
activating?
and we're supposed to get a hotel room and everything together. I hope you fucking know. I'm gonna get Uber Eats like every fucking minute.
this is
Like
gonna be
I
painful.
I'm gonna be chained to
You
that
don't-
bed like fucking cat people.
yeah. Like you don't know. You have not
I
seen
can't
me.
eat.
We go our separate ways, and
I'm
we live
gonna-
our own lives. But for this,
Yeah.
for those 2 days,
Yeah, it's
you're
gonna
gonna
be
be
a weird
seeing
intersection.
you're gonna be seeing me at my fullest, where I'm like in bed with a weird. I don't know how I got milk in this fucking hotel room, and a whole
got the
thing
bathrobe
of Oreo.
they have in the
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I'm gonna have warm milk and a whole thing of fucking Oreo cookies, and I'm gonna be like hunched over my phone watching some fucking horror movie, just eating a whole thing of Oreos by myself.
I'll literally be watching you doing crunches.
I won't even bother to ask you if you want anything.
I don't even. I'll just be doing
won't even-
crunches, dehydrating.
Yeah, you're gonna be like a fucking raisin in the corner of the room, scrunching up,
Fingers crossed.
fucking shaking,
Puking in the toilet.
yeah,
like gagging yourself.
shaking and stuff like a fucking
I probably
60-year-old chihuahua.
Wow.
Well, I'll have a cube of cheese.
Cuban cheese.
Oh man, I remember one time I was working at one of my retail jobs, and I was the manager, and I told this girl, one of our employees, it was just me and her. That she could go to the back and have her lunch and stuff. And I walked back there for a minute to grab something. And I saw her, and her lunch for the day was a single Kraft slice of cheese.
Wow.
That's what she
God.
was eating. And she was like, yeah, this is my lunch.
That's issues.
And I said, do you want some crackers at least with that? Or do you want like...
You pig.
I was like, do you want?
That's how
do you want my
I
orange?
need that, Shane.
Yeah,
Push me further.
Yeah, I was like, you want my orange?
Are you
or
gonna
my
eat that
apple?
whole thing?
And then guess what I had for lunch? I went next door and got the 3 for $10 at Chili's. A huge bacon burger.
Did you eat all three?
Yeah,
Oh,
a
my
huge
God.
bacon burger, a tortilla soup,
Jesus.
and a side salad. And I didn't leave a single crumb on my lunch break. Oh, and their volcano chocolate cake.
Jesus Christ.
Because you're 22. It's like you
Yeah,
sit
it
there
is
with your
true.
22-year-old skin in your tits like rocks. And you laugh at me.
She was 16. What was her problem?
Wow.
I'm sure there's a lot of issues. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know what? I mad respect though.
Yeah, totally.
I felt so
That
bad.
right now.
I felt so bad. Yeah, I wonder where she's at. Rohana,
Cut to, like, literally-
Rohana, if you hear this,
Oh,
Send me a message. Let me know you're all
You're
right.
my
I
idol.
want to know if you didn't starve to death.
She's probably smoking hot somewhere.
she probably is, right? Yeah, she's
yeah,
an LA 8 at
yeah,
least.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah, on Adderall.
Remember that
Mad
cheese,
respect.
motherfucker?
Right? Look at me now.
Yeah, my grinder fucking goes off like crazy. Well, I guess she is a grinder, but whatever, you know.
While we're being honest,
Uh-oh.
since I have to admit this, and by the way, I don't have an eating disorder. I definitely eat.
No, he just hates himself.
I love myself. I want to love myself in a different version, thinner.
Okay.
But I fluctuate. I'll eat regular.
Yeah.
I don't just never eat.
Oh, yeah.
But today I haven't eaten a morsel of food.
Really?
Not one thing.
Holy shit.
And
Jesus
I
Christ.
grabbed a piece of cheese because we're talking about cheese. I grabbed a piece of like Swiss cheese out of
Don't
the
say
fridge.
you just like fucking licked it.
No, I didn't even. No, I wouldn't even let it get near my mouth. I took it out and I was holding it, like white knuckling it. And then
Guys,
Paolo came over and I'm
why
like,
do you
eat
do
this.
this?
Oh, you gave it to
Why
the
do I
dog?
I gave it to the dog.
Like, don't look at me.
But you know what? I have a big Italian meal made by a relative waiting for me at home, and I'm going to eat that.
Oh, well, okay.
So, you know what?
Well, that's
Good for
actually
you.
what
Yeah,
you.
so
I like
So that
that.
you can eat a cookie right here for us.
I can't eat a cookie before I eat that.
God damn it.
What time are you going to fucking eat? Midnight?
Probably.
Jesus, it's like already 11 or something here. All right, so
Sorry, but
I.
sorry.
So you go right into the microphone.
I apologize.
What the fuck? Are we
You
Lysol?
so sorry.
It's funny that you turned your head like if you're going away, and then managed to
literally-
maneuver the way
You're
back
on a
into the
swivel
mic.
seat that could go 360 degrees. And
I
you fucking
apologize.
But it's funny. He said, "I'm sorry" as he's turning his
I didn't
head
know if it
away.
was going to happen or not.
That was
Sorry.
just really fucking
It's
funny.
just my immune system crumbling.
Yeah,
Because I'm not
you should
eating.
go- you should go eat
Fucking
something.
eating.
Yeah. All right. You
It's
should,
rejecting itself.
Okay, so let's do Ask a Gay
I don't know
Guys.
if they'll bring it down. I think.
no, I think you should. I think you should.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Well, no, 'cause
Please.
this is.
We talked about Act Up. I don't
Please.
think this is going to bring
Yeah,
us down.
oh, yeah.
No, it was just I forgot to ask. I forgot my question, and then I just thought of it real quick. But I don't know how to say this. How did you know you were gay?
Me or you?
Both, either one.
Why is it just me?
I know.
But
Melda,
you know what I'm saying?
Melda knew Melda was gay when Melda followed me on Instagram. Saw my bullshit.
But you know what I'm saying?
Actually, you're wrong. I was still pretending
You're-
to be straight then.
Oh,
so
you
leave me
were?
alone. Yes.
No, I mean,
Oh my God.
I'm
How
sure
could
there
any
was
guy
like
follow that shit
there was a
back in those
cloak
days?
of straightness you kept, but you were. But I
I
mean,
still do, I think.
but where was it? Was it like was it a light bulb? Where like, you know what, man, I don't think I like women, or was it like a slow progression?
My gay awakening was the first time I saw that.
Oh, that was called Gay
your gay
Awakening.
Yeah, my
Oh,
gay
okay.
awakening. I'm calling it a gay awakening because it just hit. I didn't know because like I was so young at the time that I didn't realize, but like it hit me like a fucking freight train. Like when it did, the first time I can remember was the first time my parents put on Terminator 2 for me,
shit.
and obviously you know how
Was
that
it-
starts
yeah.
when it's Arnold and then the other guy's fucking just butt
Robert
ass
Patrick.
naked. Yeah, just butt ass naked. I was just like, all right, that's a bunch of man ass that like. I was just like,
That was
Yeah.
it.
I would never have
I
thought
was
that
like-
Terminator 2 was the turning point.
Right?
yeah, I was like, huh, and that's why I think it's funny because, oh my God, Mom, please don't listen to this
Oh, yeah.
part. Please don't listen to this. I'm like,
She's throwing that DVD
I'm
away
like,
now.
Oh, I'm just what I'm about to say is like
I already know what you're gonna say.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
You masturbated
That's
to the
what I
movie?
thought you were
No,
gonna
no,
say.
no,
Oh,
no,
I thought you were
no,
going
no,
to
no, 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 no.
fucking Arnold.
No.
Respect.
No. I'm gonna say is like I'm like the most like bottom of bottoms that comes, but for some reason I have like the biggest fucking fetish for a juicy ass. Something I don't do anything with.
Yeah.
I just need
just
them
wanna
to have
admire
it.
it.
I just need them to
Yeah.
have it. And like my fucking Twitter right now, I would say is probably I follow more bottoms than I do tops because I just want to see a nice ass. But
Yeah.
so that was my gay awakening.
I'm not even going to get into the bottom topic. I'll ask that later because
Yeah.
that confuses me too. But you go, okay. So a juicy ass Arnold. Juicy ass Arnold. Okay.
Yeah.
How about that? And Robert Patrick.
and my G.I. Joe dolls that I had. My brother one time, like, accidentally, like, he was, like, playing around with them, and I told him, like, leave them alone. And, like, he thought it would be funny if he just, like, pulled the pants down on one of them, and I didn't realize that they were anatomically correct from the back, not the
Yeah.
front. And this guy just has a really nice butt. I still have the doll, actually. Still have it. I still, anytime I go through my box of memory, I still, like,
Yeah.
that's what started it all. Your
Your
that's why
box
I
of
like,
memory's got Terminator 2 and a G.I. Joe ass.
yeah.
All right.
I'm like, yeah.
Respect. I liked it. All right.
Yeah, and he actually doesn't even have the head anymore. It's just the body and the butt.
Oh my god.
That's it.
The head, who needs the head?
And it's just like my nostalgia from as my childhood.
Yeah.
So, what age, roughly?
Oh, that was probably like 5. 4 or 5.
Shit!
Four
So
or
that was
five.
young. Okay,
Yeah,
so you
4
knew
or 5.
early. Okay,
Yeah, that's why I was like, I didn't
Wow.
understand like when I would say like until that moment I didn't realize that like when I like look at guys and like I didn't feel like uncomfortable or like I don't know like how I don't know how a straight person thinks. So I'm like I don't even know like if like looking at like a guy would be like weird to some other guy or like stuff. But like I just like
right.
I would just look at guys,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even like I was like, oh, like he's hot because I didn't know what that was. I just was just like, for some reason, I was just more just like focused on the men in my life and like men
Makes
I
sense.
would see, like especially like when I was at a haircut and stuff. I would always be looking at the men and their faces and stuff, but I didn't realize why until that moment.
Yeah.
All right.
And even then, I don't even necessarily think I realized what that was.
Right.
Until like probably when I was like
puberty hits and shit like that.
probably when I started getting like friends and like I started getting like the guy friends and
Yeah.
stuff, and then I realized like, oh fuck, and then like we were starting to talk about girls and stuff,
Yeah.
and like I realized like I'm just saying I like this girl, but I don't know why I'm saying it, and then I would realize like when I'd go to bed, I'm like I don't think I liked her.
I
And
got
stuff.
you.
So
Hey, all right.
yeah,
What about you?
Me, shit. So like I got a fucked up past, man. So, and it's not even
That kid in the
it's,
fucking drive-through.
Well,
that
dude.
son of a bitch.
well, it's like a predominantly straight
Okay.
past. You know what I mean? So like,
Well, yeah. So I think you remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying that.
I lost my virginity later on
Right.
in my like early 20s, but then I way overcompensated. So I hooked up with like a lot of
Everybody
girls,
dumb-
a lot
fucking
of girls.
dumpster
like,
diving or what?
Like I couldn't even go into a fucking Hooters
Whoa.
because I had hooked up with a bunch of different girls.
Look at that shit.
And like it was, I mean, I couldn't go in because they'd be
See,
like, "Fuck that asshole,
I was
spitting his food."
I was the
Wow.
opposite. I wasn't hooking up with them. I was just dating them.
Yeah, I was hooking up.
I dated like 16 fucking girls just in a time span of 2 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was a
lady killer.
douche.
Yeah, yeah.
You were nice though. Like, you know what I mean? You dated. I was just like being like a douche.
I
No,
got their hopes up, but I don't know if I'd be nice. But
yeah, I overcompensated. But also like I
was
kind
that
of
like trying to like force yourself? You think like
No,
forcing
no,
yourself,
because
or just like
I think that so at the time, you know, when I looked, I didn't have. I obviously when I was in school. Didn't have any experiences.
Right.
So like everybody was talking about the things they were doing.
Yeah.
And I had girlfriends.
Sure.
You know, I had a girlfriend in high school for like 2 out of the 4 years.
Right.
And everybody was talking about like what they were doing. And it wasn't like we were like, oh well, let's wait. We just weren't in that position to do that kind of shit.
Gotcha.
You know. So when I got out of high school, and then I started college and stuff. I still didn't think of like my sexuality
Right.
as being like gay or anything like that. And then it just kind of I met a few people that were gay, that were openly gay.
Right.
And I gravitated towards friendship with them.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just like had that moment where you found what you really
what you liked,
what you enjoyed.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I was
Yeah.
having sex with all these girls and it was fun, but I
you didn't
wasn't.
dig
but
it,
it
yeah.
wasn't necessarily satisfying
Correct.
in your brain.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
what it is. It's not satisfying in your brain. Like I could physically do the act,
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
and it's physically pleasurable, but I
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
getting to that place where you
Yeah.
find it satisfying afterwards. So that's kind of what happened to me.
Wow.
But my problem was that like I was super closeted because I was in sports
Right.
very heavily.
Yeah.
And it's like that no matter what they say, like you see people in all these sports and talk about supporting gay people and blah blah blah.
Right.
That's all bullshit because
Yeah.
I've been in locker rooms
Yeah.
and much bad respect to people that do come out, but they absolutely will treat you we're still in that place.
Oh, yeah.
You will absolutely
I
be
believe
treated
that.
differently
Oh,
if
I
you
mean-
come out.
I believe that.
Yeah.
And it's just the way. And whereas in a lot of women's sports, there's predominantly more support because a lot of them are lesbian. And I'm not saying they
Yes.
all are, but a lot
No,
are.
but they are, yeah,
But with
yeah.
like, if you're in like football, like that's why I talk shit about Aaron Rodgers. But I mean, everybody knows that he's gay,
Right.
And he's just jumping from relationship to relationship with all these famous women,
Right.
And several of them have said like we never even had sex.
Yeah.
So the thing is, until like someone that's like a top tier athlete,
Yeah.
like Aaron Rodgers was. I mean, now he had a bad year, but
He
do you
sucked.
even know who Aaron Rodgers is? He's okay.
This
He's
is
Green Bay Packer quarterback.
yeah.
I-
NFL.
Yeah, football.
So
he's been a top tier. He's one of the best quarterbacks, and he's been consistently one in his career.
He's got a juicy ass.
He's got a juicy
Great.
ass.
Thank you.
sorry.
His face is looking busted though.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't need to see the face.
he was hanging around with Nick Jonas a little too much. But like until someone like that
Yeah.
comes out and is like, it's going to stay the way that it is because we have like these athletes that do come out, but they're never top tier. They're always like, you know what I mean? Like, like Colin Nassib was like, played for the Raiders. He got cut.
Sure.
He came out. He's the first openly gay player in the NFL.
Right.
But he was not top tier. Like,
Right.
and there are, because we're in every avenue of the world, every aspect of life.
Right.
Until that happens, it's going to continue to be that way.
Yeah,
So that was
of
also a
course.
thing that kind of kept me.
I got you.
You know, but I do love sports. You
Yeah.
know, not all. You know,
Yeah. No,
not all gay guys hate sports. Not
Sure.
all gay guys love it. We're just like everybody. We just
I'm one of them.
yeah.
I'm one of them that
he
hates
hates sports.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it.
But you know, whereas I love sports.
Right,
I'm like,
right,
you know,
right.
But you know, it's funny that like the reason I hate it was because I didn't like the amount of physical touch there was.
I thought you were going to
didn't
say
like
because
the-
you hooked up with all the.
No, I hated actually being around guys for the longest. I did not like. That's why I always stayed with the girls and stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't because like I resonated with them more.
Yeah.
It's I didn't like how gay the straight guys were with each other.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like how touchy they were. I didn't like having my butt squeezed or my butt slapped or like
That's
like,
obviously that's a thing.
or like slapping each other in the dick and stuff like that. Like I
we didn't do
hated that. My school, we had very childish kids in our
Yeah.
school, but like you know, it was like they were more gay than I was in high school.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was pretty out there, and it was
Yeah.
like I hated that. I hated that. Everything.
But
about
I
it.
mean, I come from like so many brothers also.
Sure.
So we were raised all in very
Yeah,
competitive
yeah.
environment.
yes,
And
You
then
can't-
even now I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
To a fault.
yeah.
Oh yeah. You
Um,
should hear him talk about basketball.
Yeah.
Fuck
Fuck yeah,
it.
dude.
Jesus
Hell yeah.
Christ.
Because like, and that's my favorite thing is like
Fucking
I still.
Spud Webb over here. Okay, sorry.
But like, yeah, you know, so I'm like still real competitive. I still love
Yeah.
playing sports, and I love playing against people primarily that are straight,
Right.
and like, you know, I can hold my own. You know,
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah,
That's-
yeah,
So,
no.
so it's like I said, it's that thing where I don't even know how we got on this. We were talking about like coming out.
Well,
but
yeah.
But I came out a lot later.
I got you.
And like the majority of my experiences were with women.
So that's two different paths. Total two different paths.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, but-
except exactly. But I understand like the part of like the brain not connecting, but the satisfaction
Yeah.
connecting. That's like a big thing with mine too.
Well, it's probably very similar to when we the only access to porn you had was straight porn.
No.
Oh, you had access to gay porn? Oh, well, yeah.
I grew up in the age of technology.
He's
He's Dave. He just
wow,
he brought this
Drag me,
fucking
drag me.
said
no,
that-
I
So you had newspapers, Tommy.
I was born being fortunate.
I just had one of those plastic cups to my ear, and no, but
Three TV stations.
I started off.
I would never have. I mean, we had the internet, but I would never have risked. I would be afraid to.
Oh,
I mean, it didn't dawn on me to do it, but
Yeah.
like my exposure to pornography was all straight porn.
my straight friend that I did the actions with, he showed me like my first porn site, and we did the thing watching straight porn. But he opened the door to where I found the categories, and then that's when
all roads lead to these categories.
That's when the categories, and then that's when I found out. And like, and from that point, like that was like the only straight thing I'd ever watched in my life, and, then, and from that point on. But I had like my own iPod. My own iPod Touch.
Yeah.
That, like my parents were. I mean, my parents found it, and that was.
They're
real
listening,
awkward.
by the way.
Well, that's the reason why now I'm like, Mom, I don't even care. You saw what I was watching as porn as a kid. Okay, I really have no shame in myself anymore. I mean, you've seen like the worst of me.
All right, well, there we go. That's I don't know what the fuck to say, but that's great.
Yeah,
I learned.
Yeah, and I think it's really important that people understand. I'm not about. So like, it's important that people come out on their own.
On your own, be
And not-
healthy when it comes.
Yeah,
to it.
it should be something that's your process.
Also, don't force yourself due to standards of what you should be doing, what you shouldn't.
Yeah.
If you like something, go for it.
Yeah.
Don't let the outside world, don't let even like someone like you think like your parents persuade you out of it. I mean, it's not going to be healthy for you in the long run.
Yeah.
If you like it, go for it. If you think you're different, I mean,
That's a
rebel
good
in
thing.
that. Rebel in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just don't be ashamed.
Yeah, being different kicks ass.
Yeah,
if
it
you're
does.
legitimately different, don't fake being different because that's
and
ugly.
at
I hate
the
that.
end of the day, it's nobody's fucking business.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
Except
funny.
yours.
Coming straight guy that. I know we went fucking long on this. Sorry,
no,
but it's I and that's how I feel. But I know you have a hell of a hill to climb because I know coming from the straight side, the perception, oh, this guy's good, blah blah blah. You know, where I grew up, I don't give a fuck. You can wrap your dick around this cookie. I don't give a shit what you fuck. You know, I mean, I've never even in the Marines. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me because all I care about is me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so I never had any bias or anything because it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? You know, even and honestly, I've had plenty of gay guys hit on me, right, or whatever. I don't even get pissed. I'm like, whatever. I guess it's a compliment. I'm not, not butt fucking ugly, you know, or whatever, and all that shit. But it's like,
and it's funny that like the fact that like straight guys get weird when a gay guy will compliment them because it's like, dude, that's the biggest fucking compliment you can get. I mean, in my opinion, at least it is. And like from other straight guys that I've talked to, they've said like it really makes their day feel better because it's like somebody who's on an equal playing ground that thinks they're attractive. Right. That's such a confidence boost. Like if at any point, if you're a straight guy and you're listening to this, I don't know how many of there are of you guys, but like
at least one,
at least one, at least one. Get a compliment from a gay guy and just see how it makes you feel because it boosts your confidence up. I mean,
I looked at that anyway. That's what I said when I get. I mean, that'd be funny. I'd actually laugh it off, right? It'd be like, dude, I'm like, thanks, but I mean, I got a girlfriend, you know, or whatever, and it'd be we just continue on. I mean,
right.
But there is people that get fucking pissed about that. It's like, dude, why you get pissed?
It's like I'm not asking if you'll fuck me. It's like I'm just saying like, hey, you're a good looking guy. Like that's it.
And that's I've never been in a situation where I've been like dudes touching me or anything like that. Right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, so maybe that gets uncomfortable. But I mean, I'd be that way with even girls too, though. It's like, dude, if I don't want you, get the fuck out, right? I mean, that's how I've always been. So like, to me, I can't process a lot of that shit because it's like I don't know. I'm not homophobe. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that to me, I've lived my life 50 fucking years. Jesus Christ, I'm old. But my whole life that way.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks. But I just don't care. I'm like, you know what? I respect friends. I just I don't give a shit if you go fuck a damn paint can over here or whatever.
A lot of people do.
I'm looking at that one. But no, so okay, so it's kind of cool to hear that. But I mean, like I said, all the different sides. I mean, once again, you knew real young. You kind of had to figure it out.
Yeah. I knew real young, but I had to hide it for a long time.
Sure, I bet.
Real long time. Yeah. Like, I mean, it was just, I mean, relatively recent that like I was like fully able to be like my full self.
Yeah,
but
it feels good though that you're out.
It feels
good,
amazing.
Right? Yeah, you
but
can't live your life hiding.
Again, though, it was like it kind of going back to what we were saying that like it's healthy you do it on your own time because like me. I did it kind of on my own time, but at the same time, I had to like fully come out to people that I loved when I was going on Dragula. Right. I had to explain why I was going on a drag competition show and having to explain that to them, which is like not the most healthy way to do it, but at least it was on my terms and explaining something that both connected my love for the art world and my sexuality part of it. So
and it's funny on the other side, I would say when 90% of people that have no clue that Tummy's gay.
Yeah,
seriously, they have a store in a shop, right? You know,
that's why I never get any play.
They'll see like you, and
they just dog my ass
Dan together, and they're like, or we'll mention like, oh yeah, Dan and whatever, and it'd be like, wait, what? Franco's gay. I'm like, fuck yeah. So it's just
like he's like really good.
Oh yeah, I said this guy.
Dude.
You should talk to me. But anyway,
that's funny too because like I don't get hit on a lot. I mean, the most I've gotten hit on is by girls, like always. But it's like I don't really know the last time I got hit on by an actual guy. It's been a long time. Like I'll just out in the open.
You got to stay out of L.A., dude. Right?
You're two. Here. It's fucking here. It's here. And I'm like, I don't know if it's something I do. Is it the way I dress? Is it the way I like compose myself when people don't really know me? I don't fucking know. But I still every time I tell somebody, I was like, I still act a little straight. They look at me funny. I'm like, it's because you guys know me. Yeah. But like outside, if I'm at Target where I really want to get hit on is at a Target, it never happens.
You want to get hit on?
There's some cute cashiers at the Target. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
What?
And they're clearly gay. There was one, recently. I'll say this at the end of the
Yeah,
day. We're getting so far into this.
I gotta, not to be gross. I gotta pee so bad.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it
let's
up.
wrap
We've
it
been like
up.
2 hours. I've drank all this
It really
water.
has.
Sorry. So
No, but
Yeah.
all right. So that was
Yeah.
it. That's the episode.
Yeah,
It
that was an
good.
episode.
Yeah, that was,
it was good. Catching up. We had 2
Absolutely.
weeks in the break of this, so it was good
Yeah.
to just sit down
We're
and
back.
relax.
We're back.
We are back.
yeah.
We have a new and improved station and podcast coming soon.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty fun.
And the IG. You got.
Yes,
Yeah,
and the
follow the
Instagram,
pod, yeah.
follow the pod. Like, again, very exciting news coming soon. So be sure to follow the pod at Drag Us to Hell pod on Instagram. Obviously, follow Terror Traders.
Hey.
Please.
All the socials.
Yes, that's all the socials. That gives you all the newest updates for not only the store, but then all of our podcasts as well.
Yeah, we're all
Any events.
Heck yeah.
And then, of course, follow me and Wolfie. Wolf is Wolf Tummy
Yeah, like, I don't care
for
to
all the
follow me.
art and his new Patreon. You
Oh
gotta
yeah,
support
all
it.
the those are the Patreon. Don't subscribe.
Yeah, I didn't. I did. You told me. You already told
But
me. Like,
if
this is new
everybody
drawings.
else should, because
Yeah,
it's amazing to support.
If you don't mind looking at like a bunch of nude gay drawings,
Yeah, a
I mean,
bunch
it's
of
basically
dicks.
it's not like sex drawings, but it's a bunch of models
they're very nice
and people
drawings.
that have,
very
people
nice
that
drawings.
have posed for me and I draw them.
Yeah. And then
That's
of
nice.
course, yeah, it is. And then of course, follow me, Formaldehyde, on anything or my OnlyFans. That's the only thing I'm doing. I am no longer on any apps.
You're still not on the
anymore.
apps. Wow.
No, I completely deleted them, and I'm not going back to them anytime soon. I feel
That's
great. I
amazing.
feel way better.
Don't you feel? See, good.
My mental health feels great right now.
See,
There you go.
I was
Told
I
you.
was on a little bit of like a little what's the thing when you're sobering up?
withdrawal.
Yeah, I was withdrawing really
having
bad.
having some withdrawals.
Yeah, having a stranger meet me. so,
All right.
you know,
Those apps are
I
trash.
really had to get away from that, but you know what? These last few weeks have been pretty great.
There you go.
See,
Pretty great.
good for you.
Yeah, good for me.
You do have a glow.
You're glowing.
I'm glowing.
It's the cookies. All
yeah,
right.
yeah. Being
All
nicer
right.
to myself.
Well, thank you, Jason.
Well, Franco has a black hole around him.
I am fucking a
My aura
festering
is
pit
white.
of dark energy.
yeah,
If
exactly.
the universe is composed of dark matter, I'm definitely
yeah,
part of
energy
it.
doesn't fade.
This
It
next
only,
6
it only
months sucks.
transfers.
We got
Oh, no, I only have to make it 1 month, and then I'll be fine. And then when summer comes, you know how I
hot
do
girl summer comes. It's
Yeah,
fucking
Hot girl
horrible.
summer.
Oh boy. All right.
And then once he's done with that, I'll be back in my black hole. So, and it won't be the only black hole. So.
Oh, hey,
Anyways, we gotta
all right.
go. We're
Thank you
done.
for sticking with us. Come visit the shop
Yes.
Of course.
anytime. Well, I mean, you're open every day.
Hey,
Except
spend
Monday.
your OnlyFans money here. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, come. Yes, or your
Yes,
tax
please.
returns.
And tax returns.
Yeah.
Tax returns.
Actually, a
come
guy
on.
did that the other day, by the way. He comes in and he
I
goes,
will be here
He's
too.
like,
And
Uncle
that Chucky
Sam,
doll's
Uncle
mine.
Sam gave me my checks. I was like, oh, that's good, man. This dude dropped a G.
Yeah.
Dropped $1,000. I was
Yep.
like, all right.
That fucking Chucky doll is mine in a few
Support
weeks.
local
so just
horror.
wait.
right
All
on.
right, I'm gonna sneeze again.
Okay.
But,
here we go.
Bye. Goodbye.